A medal for John Jones. Kick man's head till the ref rings the bell off. Baddie like Paddy. If I ain't got a belt, then you know I ain't happy. Nah, man. Kombat Kings, everybody here's family. Guillotine man for my bros, I ain't ramping. Kombat Kings, that's the anthem. Kombat King and a Kombat team. Boy, don't talk like you're on that team. You ain't bad, you're young, step in the ring. Yeah. Kombat King and a Kombat team. Boy, don't talk like you're on that team. You ain't bad, you're young, step in the ring. Step in the ring with Lankz, Greeny, Rimz, Bragz. Kombat Kings putting facts on the map. Real conversations mixed with the bands. And man can't tell me about facts. Sweet man's leg, now his head's on the mat. And what you mean by gold, my guy, you fell off. I'm undefeated like Nurmagomedov medal for John Jones. Kick man's head till the ref rings the bell off. Baddie like Paddy, if I ain't got a belt, then you know I ain't happy. Nah, man. Kombat Kings, everybody here's family. Guillotine man for my bros, I ain't ramping. Kombat Kings, that's the anthem. Kombat King and a Kombat team. Boy, don't talk like you're on that team. You ain't bad, you're young, step in the ring. Yeah. Kombat King and a Kombat team. Boy, don't talk like you're on that team. You ain't bad, you're young, step in the ring.
Yo, what is going on, people? We're back in the cave to give you another week of raw combat sport punditry.
Chase. Tell them, Rimz. You don't miss me last week. You don't miss me. You don't miss me. No, you don't miss me.
I was waiting for the tell them, Rimz. It will come a little bit late. I ain't got nothing. I got, you know what I'm saying, on this one.
That's all right.
On table, you have to
That's all
Right,
right.
this is how I know you don't miss me. I've come back, guys, to a whole new thing. One, I don't know why I'm in the red chair. That I know, guys. We're gonna talk about it.
Still,
I don't know, because you're in my chair.
I'm just
you're
like,
in my you're in my chair, bro. If you wanna be me, just say it, bro. If you wanna be me, just say it. Because I've got to get onto you this week as well. I'm gonna get onto you about something. You're gonna find out when we talk about it, innit? What on, Greeny?
Man's blessed.
What you saying, bro?
You see, last time you see
Guess what? Guess what? Why you in the middle though, bro? You're not that mid. You're not. No, I don't know why you're front and center, bro. You get me, bro. I feel like I've come back. I'm next to the spider. Why am I next to the spider in the corner in the red
only friends you got, bro. Do you know why I sat in the middle, bro? Cause I'm trying to hide my little chicken legs, man. You know what I'm there, fam. I wore shorts today. That man, they can't see my thing there. You get me?
You get me? What's going on, man? Everyone blessed, everyone cool.
Yeah, we're blessed, man. We're blessed, man. Hey, people, let us know, man. What are you saying? Is this the setup? Is this the setup? We got we got new cameras as well. We got two cameras.
Look at the just in a little switch up. What do you mean?
We got two cameras. Is it running or we going back to the old? Get me to the tables outside. Yeah, I need to know where I go on.
Nah, the conductor and the controller really be conductor and controlling. So
Trying,
you be doing behind the scenes. You get me? You don't even throw this in the group chat.
Yeah,
we just come in here and it's like that, guys. You get me? Whereas me and Greeny as surprised as you lot.
Easy for you to say. Happy Father's Day to the man at home.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Guns like they're BB guns. You get me? But I'm not. You get me?
What? There's not two of us in there, bro.
Huh?
There's not two of us in there.
What do you mean?
You talk about me. What about him?
Yeah, that's what I said. These man.
Oh, I
These
thought
man
you.
shooting BB
I thought you
guns.
just.
Yeah,
No.
I
I thought you was dropping news. I'm thinking, hold on, what you saying? There's two of us. I'm saying, what do you mean there's two of us? How you gonna drop it like
Nah,
that?
not yet, boy.
Nah, I'm blank for life still.
That's a blank for
Life,
life.
bro.
Yeah,
Man,
I'm
seen the
Well,
doctor for the
Have you seen Iran and Israel?
Oh
Jesus.
yeah.
Another war just stop. You lot
that's
carry on,
it,
yeah?
Yeah.
Mad, bro. Nah, Iran's moving wicked. I don't know what they're on, bro.
Iran.
They're trying to bad up everyone. I'm like, brother, it's just you know. It's just you. Mad.
Shout out to everybody in the chat as well. You
Yeah,
know,
man.
Pull
Shout
up
out,
like Rimz
shout
said.
out. Is that Khan? Big up Khan, man. Big up Khan still. I see you.
Yeah.
You lot know what to do. Hit the like button. Tell a friend to subscribe, because that's what you lot's job's to do. And us is to give you the best content possible. So, guys, are we going to get into UFC Atlanta?
Aye, it was a good
We have to.
I'm not going to lie. Very underrated card from, I think, what we gave it. well, not gave it as a rating. I didn't see what you lot gave it last week as a rating, but I think you gave it as a 7 last week.
7, I think. As a fight night,
I think was it 7? Yeah,
7
something like that. 6 and a half, 7,
around
something like that. Something like that.
Okay. I think it kind of was very good from the prelims. You know what? I watched the first fight of the night. I was up, and normally I watch the fights the next day. I got to become that.
Yeah.
Unless we're in the cave doing pay-per-views. But this one I was up for until I fell asleep. I tried.
Yeah, it kind of happened to me.
Yeah,
but it happened to
my
me
head's
early,
buckled.
and I was awake late.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So
for me, the prelims were better than the main card.
prelims are wicked.
Prelims were cold, man. There are a couple superstars there, you know.
We're gonna
Potential ones still.
we're gonna get into it. Do you want to start that way and then work our way up? Or are we just gonna start straight from the top?
We should usually start from the top. Innit?
So we're gonna continue. No, just new setup in it. I don't know if there's new way. You know what I'm saying? Rims are conducting the controllers.
Couple fights are getting skipped today, though.
Well, let's get into it. UFC Atlanta. You know what it is, guys. Fight Night was back after last week's pay-per-view. We had the return of the Nigerian nightmare, Kamru Usman, and he was fighting these man's favorite fighter, Buckley. Love the breakdown what you lot gave last week, by the way. It was absolutely hilarious. Fuck Buckley.
Every time. Fuck Buck. But no, seriously, I think I said a little while ago, because I was talking highly about Buckley I've been speaking highly on Buckley for a little minute, but more recently, I actually said, I'm sure I said that I don't think he'll get to the belt. And there's a few holes in the game. Like, I didn't anticipate that though. That was bad. He looked like what did we put him as, an A-class fighter?
He didn't look bad.
No, we didn't put him as A-class.
We did, bro.
We put him
As an A-class fighter, bro.
Sure.
Yeah, bro. You put him as an A-class. You put him in there before I could even have a conversation about it. Yeah, 100%.
Maybe here.
That boy there can't grapple.
Oh, I've been said that. All right, this is what.
In what sense? Defensively, no, it's terrible. Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible defensively, and he has no ability to wrestle up. Like, once he's on the ground, it's like we wait till next round.
Yeah.
That's basically what it was.
All right, look. Let me be honest. I wasn't here last week to give my verdict. I'm not gonna lie. We was talking about this prior, and you was convincing me about Buckley.
Yeah.
You was. I was never a Buckley fan. Even prior, you kept telling me, raw, he's on his run. Greeny brought up a good point. He was punching up old men though.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I hear that.
But then we got to another old man.
The king of the old men.
You said it last week as well. And the nightmare was nightmaring.
Yeah.
He was nightmaring.
Yeah.
I don't know if that even makes sense. But then I know you don't know what I mean. Kamru Usman looked like he was in his prime in that fight. And you know why? It's going to sound crazy, innit? No, let me tell you why. Because in my opinion, Buckley is not a great all-around fighter. So it made Kamru look like like he was back in his prime, just like you just said. And the reason I'm saying that, right, from last night is because Buckley only fights with explosion. He don't know how to fight at a nice, constant pace. It's super explosion or nothing. Or I'm on my back foot. Now, that works against...
That's no good.
Now, that works against a lot of the old people that you were saying, Greeny.
Yeah.
But with a guy of high IQ, who we consider as one of the best welterweights of all time,
The best.
people are gonna say GSP. That's an argument for another day. But one of the best, who we kind of writ off as well, saying that he's old, he hasn't fought in a long time. I think that's why he cried last night, knowing that he said it. He had to get that bird off of his back. But he fought like a champion last night. Let me tell you what, very composed. Even when Buckley had those big explosions and he caught him at little times, he just stayed so composed. He stayed knowing what he was doing, and the timing of his takedowns, because he got one in every round, was perfect.
Except round 5.
Innit? Yeah. But it was perfect enough. You've already won the fight by then. You won every round. So my personal opinion is Buckley, you're not an A-class fighter if we did put you in that bracket. And like Greeny said, I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is what happens. This is why the UFC is such in a mad place. Because we thought Buckley had a chance to actually
go for. I'm not shutting the door completely.
Nah, I hear that.
I'm not shutting the door completely because round 5 is what made me say I'm not shutting the door completely.
But I tell you, the problem with that, is when your back is against the wall, you have nowhere else to go. Do you know what I'm saying? When you're 4 rounds down, you might as well swing for the fences because if you get put back on your back again, then it is what it is. Do you know what I mean?
It's not
just another round.
Not even just that though, because all right, from the start, 1, 2, 3, 4, his ability to shut down like double leg takedowns was dead,
non-existent.
Single leg takedowns, like it was slightly better, but there was things he was doing wrong, like. When Kamru was going for the leg, he was trying to strike and hit him instead of like defending the takedown. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm thinking, what are you doing? Like, this is basics, frame, like break grips, work underhooks after. Like, it's just basic stuff. So I'm thinking, what are you doing? But then round 5, he showed the ability. I don't know if he was maybe more switched on to the takedowns but he showed an ability to stop it. And then he had success on the feet. So it's like, he needs to get it together a bit more. I don't know what it was. He weren't gelling it together or something. But as well, who you training with?
This is another point that they raised, isn't it?
Because I don't know, like his team. Like I don't know your team. Not that I need to know your team. Because I don't know other people's team like Ilya and whatnot. But he's a monster. But at the same time, who's giving you those tough rounds? Like where? Because to me, you look like someone who's never really been taken down and had to work a wrestle up or get up from that position because you just didn't know, look like you knew what you had to do.
They said that he doesn't really have any UFC guys in his camp, any other UFC competitors in his camp, which I think at that level you need to, like, iron sharpens iron, innit?
Yeah.
What you're saying,
I'm saying that, but I'm not going to say that like point blank because there's examples where that's not the case, innit? But for me, from what I saw, I'm gonna have to throw that out there because that's something that you have to highlight.
Yeah, I think as well that we're kind of limiting how good Kamru was as well, though. Like the double leg, there was one double leg takedown where
Second
he
round.
shot.
No,
The second one
is
this.
The second round.
Yeah,
The second round.
The Hamzat shot. The Hamzat shot was crazy.
I'm like, Buckley, you're athletic and young, bro. You should have stuffed that.
It was kind of quick as well. It was kind of far away.
That was poor. That's when. But I've always said, that's why I never agreed with Rimz when he was like, he can be a title. Rimz convinced me. I'm not gonna lie, you got me, cuz. Normally, no, you know me, I'm stubborn. You can't really convince me, especially in this if I feel like a champ's a champ or.
Yeah.
You convinced me with the Buckley thing. You kind of, Greeny brought up a point. It was like, who had he fought prior to that? He'd beat up a lot of
the older heads, man.
A lot of the older heads that were not as athletic.
Yeah.
But Kamru has that. He's got IQ championship. You get what I'm saying? That he's got that. So his timing with everything was just perfect, which Buckley struggled with. That fight to me was just a fight of IQ. It wasn't. Kamru just knew when to do everything at the right time. He was never in trouble really in that fight. Buckley never caught him with a little nice front kick here and there, but that stuff Usman will take in a fight. That's nothing in a fight. He never was really tell me a point where Usman looked really in trouble in that fight where he was like, oh.
No, they weren't.
Never. He slipped once. He slipped. Like, we looked at the collide, but that was about it. And Buckley, again, fights not at a consistent pace. He fights with explosion, which can win you fights because that's how he gets his knockouts. That's how he dominates. But you need to be able to fight at a consistent pace as well, where you're just making. He doesn't pump fake enough, and he just moves backward or he moves lateral. But he doesn't really move to make you think.
Show me your moves, Bragz.
And I feel like Kamru was just there, high guard. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Dictated the pace and the range, and that's whether he can become the champion again is gonna be another question.
I don't. This wasn't like championship level Kamru.
But if he was
this was just I can compete with these guys still.
Okay, so if he was to fight Jack Della Maynard, do you think he could have beat him?
I think he could beat Jack Della Maynard.
There you go. So what you do?
That's
So
because I'm not
so what
rating
you
Jack
lot?
Della
So
Maynard.
so
You think
so
you would? I don't think you would.
see.
I don't
So
think
that
you
means
would.
he's- so you
I don't think
contradicted
on a
yourself.
takedown thing, on a takedown.
Well,
thing,
you just contradicted yourself. You both just said he's not championship material.
Yeah,
Then
but-
I just
yeah,
asked you,
what-
can he
what-
beat
I-
him?
But you missed my second point, which was I don't really rate Jack Della Maddalena like that.
What? He was your guy at the start. bro.
Yeah, he was at the start. But then I seen a couple performances. I'm saying this guy gets taken down, looks like a fish out of water when he's on his back. Like Bilal,
I think
fought
he
the
done
wrong
very
fight.
well in that
Against Bilal,
fight.
he did, but Bilal, I said it before the fight. Did I not say this about Bilal? Bilal will beat Leon, yeah, and then he will lose. Because you can't be at the top of your game for that long, bro. You get me? Jack Della Maddalena, I feel, caught him at a good time when Bilal didn't look like himself, was too focused on trying to box, whatever else. If Kamru goes in there and just focuses on getting a takedown, bro, you're going to realize that Jack Della Maddalena ain't really that good and his takedown defense ain't that great neither, in my opinion. You get me? But for me, Kamru, that shouldn't be the fight next anyway, because obviously we're going to see Islam versus JDM. I think he should fight Ian Gary.
No, he should fight Bilal Muhammad.
Yeah, Bilal.
Oh, yeah, that's a good fight still. I don't even blame you for that one. Well, yeah, I don't even. Especially after the head kick.
And because Bilal, let's put some respect on Bilal's name. So now, after the whole hype with him and Kamru and what supposedly happened, you could promise both of them a title shot because Bilal wasn't completely out of that fight. Yeah, he lost, but he did put up a decent fight. He didn't get O'Malley'd. Even in O'Malley didn't deserve no rematch.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Bilal put on a better performance than O'Malley did in his first fight. You know what I'm trying to say? So you can maybe say, all right, Kamru, Bilal, run your heat. Whoever wins gets the title shot after the Islam thing. But you're gonna run into Islam if he beats Jack Della Maynard. But I don't know, man. I just feel like that's a bit. I don't know, where does Buckley go from here? Quickly.
Alright, I'll say one thing. Fratters.
They both lost their last fight. It'd be an exciting fight. Do you get me? That could headline a fight night. I wouldn't be mad at that.
I think he beats Fratters though.
I think he probably does, but it'd be a good fight. I think, after seeing that, he needs to go in there with someone that can hit him. Because even in this fight, there weren't really much striking.
That ain't a
coming from
problem,
Kamru.
bro.
That was-
That ain't a problem. I'm not.
Plus his eye open, man.
Yeah, I'm not really
With the elbow.
questioning the striking from Buckley. I think he needs to fight someone who's gonna take him down and give him that
pressure.
kind of problems. Brady, but I think Brady will sub him at this point.
Yeah.
Like, if that's the next booked fight, it's a problem. I think he needs to go away, work on some stuff, get a fight that's gonna
Ian Gary.
show that again. Nah, not Ian Gary.
Ian Gary
bro.
take him down.
So what about Kamru versus Brady?
Who would win that fight?
What are we doing here, man?
Wait,
I'm
that's
being realistic. That's what I'm doing here.
That fight, Usman was supposed to fight Brady
Mhm.
at one point.
I know.
You don't
This
want
is
that
why.
to
This is why I'm saying that. See, this we're always kind of
It's a good division. It's the best division right now.
Yeah.
I actually think it's the best division still.
we're
Especially with
always
Islam moving up there.
waking up still. That's very, especially with Kamru winning now, because like you said, Buckley's not completely out of it because of the run he had, but he definitely needs to win his next fight. Whoever they book him to not completely be out of it, because I don't feel like the UFC really back him anyway. They don't really care about him, like, if you know what I mean. So it's like he needs to really win his next fight. As for Kamru, he needs to fight again this year. He needs to demand. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
He needs to fight by the end of this year.
Yeah.
December, November, you need to fight again, bro. Don't do what you done last time. That's not going to help you. I feel like he needs to fight again. And that's why I was just trying to fight.
One thing I will say about Buckley, the guy's got cardio still.
Buckley,
Yeah.
he did
got-
out middleweight, innit? Which is a bit
Got
crazy.
mad, because you got to think the fact that he was getting taken down, smothered, back up, taken down, and he was still able to keep the explosive kind of movement all the way up to the fifth
Yeah,
round.
because Kamara was a little bit tired in the fifth.
I was gonna say,
He was a little bit tired in the fifth.
I was gonna say, you spoke about how good Buckley was in the fifth.
Yeah.
I just think it was more that Kamaru's level came down in the fifth more so than Buckley's definitely went up. But I think the only reason it went up is because Kamaru's came down.
Yeah, he's tired. He felt it a little bit towards the
I
end.
tell you whose name we haven't mentioned in either of these, Leon Edwards.
Yeah.
Buckley and Edwards would be a good fight.
there you go. There's so much matches to make. There's so much fights to make. Look how much fights we just made up there. Giving Brady to him, giving Brady to both. Like it's just so much matches. He's dead. He's dead. Remember, no, you know, you don't want to really bring up. You don't really want to bring up. Because these man like to get. Remember all them years, man. The real man, them know that these man get at me for the guys that I've picked. Like when
Brady, I rated
No,
Brady.
no, hold on.
I did rate
Let me
Brady.
finish. Let me finish.
Because
I had a little one thing on AJ. No, AJ McKee. Yeah.
No, but that one was bad though.
Cool.
No, but
Cool.
you
That's
said
calm.
it there. That's a wild.
That's calm. No. That's
Yeah,
calm.
everyone has a few.
No.
Everyone has
You
a
have
few.
none. I'm deep in it the other day.
What? I
was
know
like,
what?
you know what? You've got Bilal, you've got DDP. Tell me someone Rimz. I have Hamza.
Who have rated?
No. I had Habib way before. I was Team Habib before
Oh,
everybody.
what? Is he?
No.
Is he, bro?
Kevin Holland. Wacky.
Nah, shut up.
He likes the double.
No, keep going.
Americans.
Hold on, because I've got Habib. You've got I'll give you. You had DDP. Let's go through
Bilal,
something else. You had
Joshua
Bilal.
He ain't there yet, but
Just
he's gonna be there.
But you got no. Let's talk about high end guys that you've picked that have come through. You've had DDP, Bilal, innit? That was your two.
Yeah.
That you've picked.
You've had Ilya.
I've had Ilya, the star.
Amarab. I call Marab as well.
Yeah, you did say Marab. I'll give you Marab. You said he can come through and be a problem. I've had Ilya. I've had Habib. Wait, I have Habib. Because ask him. You're right. It's before the pod started, yeah? Ask Rimz. Rimz will tell you how I was about Habib.
No,
And
but
you didn't believe.
pod
You didn't believe.
only.
Remember, I used to be like, oh, we're going to have to wait and see. I was like, no, you ain't going to have to wait and see. No, because he knows the truth about that one.
Yeah, no, I hear it. But you have to speak about what's on the pod, innit?
No, that is on the pod. That's still on the pod, bro. Are you mad?
Habib had been retired.
I said Sean Brady. You lot took the piss out of me. Now you're all rating him now.
No,
you're
we're rating him
as well.
because of the Bilal fight.
Cool.
That's
But
what-
now you're not all rating him again though. After but now I was trying to say Brady.
Yeah.
But what I've noticed with you, you don't really cool no because you're in the middle ground.
I've had no. I've had Izzy and I've had Leon. I've always rated them, man.
Two man that were on highly.
They got the belt though.
You know what?
They got the belt though.
You know what? You know what about Leon? Why he's fishy? Because he only picked Leon because he was from England. In that first
The
fight,
Jamaica flag.
yeah, in that first
Bro,
fight,
I was fucking
knew
Leon from
Usman.
like Gunnar Nelson when he was fighting Gunnar Nelson.
I'm
He was there.
I'm saying that the Usman fight, in your heart, you didn't have faith he was going to win that first fight against Usman.
Second one.
No. The first, second one. Yeah, for the title. Sorry, should I say?
Oh,
You
yeah,
had
second,
no,
okay.
in a title fight.
Yeah, Usman was looking like a monster them days there still.
You didn't. You was slightly. Remember, he went down. No, you've been down for Bilal. The way you was down for Bilal.
Yeah,
and DDP. I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, what did Rimz have?
Muniz.
Is that Muniz? Bragz, Muniz.
Hey, that was you as well. You was Muniz as well.
But you know
a
what?
couple
I'm not
of
gonna lie
Shabazian
though.
in there,
But I shout out the most though. I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like I see it from and I try
You'll
and
shout it
shout
out early. You'll shout out early. Me, I'm a bit more conservative still.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
more conservative still.
Yeah.
A bit. Man's gonna wait to the 1 round away from winning the belt.
That's my guy. But yeah, I just had to bring that up because I thought that was a bit of a you know.
I tell you why it's a good reason to bring that up here, because this week I'm telling you, man, there's some superstars that are coming up on this card still. You get me? People like lower down that we're gonna have to speak about when we get there.
Well, let's speak about them because I brought up a couple
Hold on
on
one
this
sec.
card.
Let's run through some of these chats. What we got?
And shout out to everyone in the chat.
Let
If
us know what
everyone
you think
pulled
of the
up.
new setup as well, man.
Yeah, let us know if it's working. Like, or is the old setup better? Let us know. But who's this? Ronaldo. Shout out Ronaldo. I ain't seen you before.
Is that Cristiano or R9? We need to clarify from early doors still.
Shout out Principal Sayings.
Every time.
If you got questions, yeah, we'll do the questions after we do this card. We'll run through some questions and then we'll get the news. So yeah, just hold the questions till then. I saw Khan had a couple questions. All right, cool. Let's move on then, man.
Shout out to your boy.
Next fight of the night, women's flyweight bout. Former champ, Rose Namajunas. She was fighting Miranda Maverick. What did you think of this performance, Greeny? Because you doubt Rose and say she's gone, she's finished. Like, and she is winning. She had one bad performance at this weight, but she
could have been stopped in this fight though. She could have been. That's that arm triangle. Like anyone, if she knew what she was doing there, she could have
I
finished.
thought she had it,
bro. Like, but the way that she had her arms, it weren't gonna work, bro. I was
because
looking at
Rose's arm wasn't completely in.
No, there was a point where it went up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it went
but
up.
she didn't
lock it in.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what she was doing, but
Her forearm.
yeah, but
Yeah,
like
she's
she
got
had
it.
it like this way. She
Yeah.
didn't have it that way. Like, so that's the underarm. You want to tighten it up, bro. She's all going at this side and that. I'm saying, what are you doing, fam? She looked like she didn't know what she was doing in there. Like, I still don't rate Rose. Like, even look, let's be real. Miranda Maverick ain't anywhere near the belt.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So in terms of what we expect from Thug Rose, we expect it to be in them top fights. But obviously, father time comes for everyone, innit? But yeah, well done for getting a victory. But I don't really have much to say on this because if I'm being honest, I'm done with Rose and I've been done with Rose.
So you don't think this is a question for you before I go back to you. You don't think she can get to the title then, Rimz? You don't think next is her?
125.
You don't think from that victory, her being ranked, what's that, 7th? She's ranked 7th, I think, in the rankings, Rose. You don't think they're going to offer her, because of her name value, straight to Shevchenko?
Shevchenko.
But what do you mean? Why are you not doing? I'm asking you. Yo, that's their job. That's their job. The UFC have to make this happen.
I just don't rate her at 125. And there's people that could fight before her. You got Zhang could fight before her. Talia Silva could fight before her. Yeah, so I don't rate Rose at this weight, bro. I'll be honest. And since she's left Whitman, I'm just you're rubbed out to me still. I'm not with it, but took her out the bald head.
I love the bald head. I'll still rub her, bro. She's my baby, bro.
Rub it like a genie.
And we'll make magic happen, bro.
Jeez.
No Pat Barry need to be involved. He's the reason that she's fighting in the press.
I would hope not. Man said there's
That's
no
why
reason
I'm not
for
even
Pat
going to say
Barry
that.
to
It's
be
too crazy. It's too crazy.
You gotta say it. You gotta say it.
Should I say it?
Say it.
It's crazy.
Say it.
You think down the line, Pat Barry could get a Diddy?
Baby, that's not crazy. How's that crazy? That's normalized nowadays.
Hey.
That's normalized. No? Well, yes. Well, yeah. Pat Barry definitely can.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think he's caused some part of her depression. Because didn't she got anxiety problems or something? Wasn't she depressed or she was something prior? Something happened to her.
Yeah, she was suffering with.
Something like that. Yeah, she's spoken about it before. I think.
I think he's a big reason because you shouldn't be with that fat fucker, bro. You should be with someone like me that can rub your head and you can rub my head at night like this. You get me?
What if she wants children though?
Smiles, you get me? Fam. I will fire all the shots. There's no more blacks. Get me? Reload up the thing. You get me? In plumbing, they call in plumbing. Yeah, in plumbing. As a plumber, as I know this, yeah, they call capping off the pipes. You know, you work on buildings.
Rotted, blood.
That's why I said the big.
What the hell have you put on my table, fam?
There's one there.
No, that spider doesn't compare to that spider, bro. That thing is a tarantula, blood. That came straight from Thailand, bro. What the hell, fam?
You're moving like yeah, bro.
I'm moving like yeah. You haven't seen it, bro. That was a big ass spider, bro.
He'll pick it up.
What the fuck
throw
are you
Jack,
on,
throw
fam?
on Jack.
Dash that on me and I'm gonna punch Bragz. I'm gonna punch you, man.
Why are you punching me?
Because I don't want to punch you in a minute. I've been training this week. I'm tired, fam. I ain't got energy today.
So what? Are you just gonna abuse me because of that?
No, I'm just.
That's mad,
The
rude
lesser
boy.
of two options, isn't it? I'm just.
Oh my
Yeah, man, no, fam. There ain't no chairs for you to grab here, fam.
By the way, it's underneath.
Yeah, man, see it still. Don't
Leave
that
it, man.
block.
Leave
It's
it,
hiding
man.
my legs, fam.
Jeez.
Alright, so you lot don't rate Rose. Nothing more to say. I'm just quick. One more question. You lot didn't answer it. Do you think they give her the title shot next?
Nah.
They set up the super fight with Zhang and Shevchenko before.
I'd rather see that. Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, bro.
That would be amazing still. All right, then let's move on to the next fight, middleweight bout. A guy that was once a prospect in UFC fell off and is looking good in his recent fights. Edmund Shabazian, and he was fighting Andre Petrowski. Is it Petrowski? Petrowski, but he's not Polish. That sounds a bit Polish.
He might be, bro. He might be Polish descent or something, innit?
It's
American, bro.
Immigrant, just full of
bro.
immigrants.
Yeah, just don't butt Trump.
Because your card will get declined. I hear that still. Yeah, what did you think? Edmund's not looking bad lately, you know. He's been fighting recently, and I've been kind of...
Yeah, because when we first saw him, we was like, yeah, he's got potential. Then he had the little decline. What I want to know is, when did he make the move to Extreme Couture? Because I'm pretty sure that's probably part of the reason why he's having a lot more success now and looking a lot better, I think. I'd like to know that.
Is that fighting with better, like you said earlier with Buckley? Who does he fight with? Is that now he's fighting with better training?
Extreme Couture and the coach, Eric Nixick, is one of the best right now.
With the amount of fighters that he has.
Yeah.
Especially at middleweight. There's a lot of middleweights over there.
Yeah,
he's got the young kid that fought on this fight as well.
Yeah, Warmaker.
Not Warmaker. Malik.
Okay.
I remember I was telling you about him. All right, we'll get into that. But yeah, he's got Mansu Albu Malik. Eric Nixick fights with him as well. He's got a lot of good fighters. Nixick, man. He's probably the coach right now, isn't it?
Yeah, he's one of the. He's
with the amount of fighters that come to.
I think he did.
Sean had the belt.
He's definitely that guy right now. Still.
Shabazian's looked alright, but again, I don't want to speak too much on him because of the level. I still don't really rate him for shows like that. But obviously, he's done his job, innit?
Yeah.
He's gone in there and got the job. So
We just need to see if he can handle, because Sabajian's problem is takedowns. So we need to just see, you know what I mean, when he goes in there. He done well in this fight.
Against Petrosky is a grappler.
it's levels.
Thank you. Say it one more time, Greeny.
LEVELS levels.
Yeah, but
you really don't rate Leon in it. Look what happened to your top.
Bro.
Rubbed out.
Yeah, it's rubbed out
like Leon.
Rubbed out like Leon, bro.
I just teeped
You
it.
get me, fam.
You must wash on fucking 50.
Yo,
Yeah, bro. Listen, fam. Watch
Oh,
this.
mine don't look like that.
mine don't look like that either.
Yeah, but bro, I be wearing this in the gym. You get me? I be chilling, fam.
Alright, say that. Say that, Rocky.
What about my thing?
What was you gonna say quickly, Rim? Was you gonna say something? Oh no, we're just taking about level. So obviously Petrosky's not the level. So we'll see what Edmund does in the future. Hopefully they stick him on more important fights to see if he can replenish his career. Then we're gonna move on to the next fight, bantamweight bout. Guy that come out looking like Sean Sugar O'Malley from last week. I don't know why.
He looked like Beckham when he had the cameras.
Yeah, that's funny.
Hey, you might as well say his name.
Hey, Cody Garbrandt, man.
Garbage. Cody fucking garbage, bro. That is nonsense. Did you see that performance, bro? And he was fighting Ronnie Barcelos. No, that's Greeny's guy.
Cody's done it here, man. Like, but bro, when you said he come out looking like Sugar, legit, bro. Like, I was thinking if he wins this fight, that's the perfect fight for Sugar. Him versus Sugar. Obviously, he's caught an L real quick, but yeah, man, the guy, look, I think he would struggle to fight some of Bellator's guys at this point. You know what I mean? At bantamweight, like someone like Apache Mix, I think he gets scrubbed out by Apache Mix. Like that's just the level he's at, which is amazing because you go back and look. But this is what I was gonna say about Cody Garbrandt. Yeah, them older performances, you reckon he was on something? Because at the time, remember. He was part of that team with TJ. They're saying that TJ was on the source and EPO and all this stuff. And
but TJ would have called them man out.
I think he might have at the time, you know. I think if you
remember.
go back and listen, I think he was saying this kind of stuff like that still. I need to go back and check it. But from what I remember, I think TJ was saying like, you're all in the gym with me. Like, so
Team Alpha Male days.
Yeah. I just don't, I can't see how, I don't understand how quickly a man can decline because he's not even that old, bro.
Yeah, it is kind of shocking.
It don't make sense.
It's kind of shocking.
You don't just overnight lose speed.
No, he's still got.
No, he's still got speed. He's still got good boxing ability, but
terrible, bro. Yeah. Whatever he must be because that juiced his conditioning because he didn't juice. He's still got speed. You can see that he still can move to a degree, but bro, like it's like his IQ's gone as well. To a degree.
He's never really had mad IQ.
No, but in that cruise fight, bro,
yeah, that was the one time he was.
You would have thought, bro, if that was one of the most greatest performances ever. People used to say
Matrix. He actually was in the Matrix.
Bro, it was mad. That's what I'm saying. That the way you were throwing, bro, is that you even was getting controlled by a remote.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No,
or the wave, like Max B was in you. The wave, you know, the wave. I'm wavy, baby. You get me? You know about Max B, man. Before you tell you know about Max B. You wouldn't even do that after wave. You know about Max B.
That was a bun up.
The wave.
He must have had Max B.
The wave.
I'm saying, yo, like, you don't know about Max B.
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know, bro. Pineapples.
Any out soon?
Yeah, you should be
So
out
he's
soon,
out
Yeah, he's out. Yeah, September. But yeah, like he had that, and what's happened? Like this, for you to be blowing like that, and let someone like Barcelos, who's old man, like come back and punch you up like that and look like that, making look Barcelos look like a former champ. He looked like the former champ.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened to him, man. It might be that he's just held too much punches and stuff. Because to be honest with you, he obviously started as a boxer or whatever. I can imagine he's the type of brother, because he's got angry vibe. He's an angry man, isn't it? Like he just likes to, you know what I'm saying? He's a short guy, very angry. I reckon he must just spar like non-stop, throwing all out in the 4-ounce gloves. And maybe he's held too many punches, and that's why he's conditioning on his chin's gone. And then maybe with that, his confidence and whatnot. But yeah, that guy is not the same guy, man. Yeah, not the same guy.
Well, we don't need to worry about him, but who we do need to worry about is the next fighter I'm about to talk about, middleweight bout. I spoke about him last time out, and I said this kid, he's young, he has potential, and he looks very good. With 2 knockout victories back to back, I'm talking Mansour Abdul Malik, and he was fighting Cody Brundage.
No, I was gonna say I thought this was gonna be a tougher fight than it was, you know, because Brundage is one of them guys that just sits in like where he does in terms of like the middleweight picture, but he's always a tough fight. Like if you're not good, he'll find you out. And Abdul Malik put on a good little show there still in that second round. I'm not gonna lie, like brutal, man, brutal.
The 3rd round was the finish.
Yeah, but it was a bit of a headbutt, no?
Oh yeah, the headbutt collided. Yeah, it was. He did hit him, but the headbutt did cause him, because you see him hold his head straight away. Like you
I
could
forgot
see
about that. Yeah, what do you think? Because actually,
it was a headbutt.
It should have been called no contest.
Yeah, that's
Is it because it was the third? It was because it was the 3rd round. Hence why
The 3rd round, it's gone past halfway, is it?
Yeah.
So
it's
they
accidental headbutt
just
that
go
goes
to the scorecard.
Yeah, which is it's a shame, because early on in the night, my man, that was in the 2nd round, didn't it? So that's why it didn't go to the Yeah.
Because he thought he won by knockout originally. That's how they had it in it, and then the ref went over to the.
I feel that's a little bit dodgy for me still. I think that they need to relook at the rules on that one, because that just means in the 3rd round, I can mistakenly headbutt you and win a fight, fam.
No, but they go to the scorecard, so they'll judge the fight up to that point.
So
yeah, but if I'm winning the fight, maybe, and I get tired, boom, you get me, headbutt one time, and then I've won the fight. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't think that you'd have to clearly be shown to headbutt in it. It'd be hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You would get.
You could tell that wasn't
purposeful. Yeah, purposeful.
Kinda just
Because he dove in for the punch. You see him punch him. He got him. He didn't punch him. But as he went down, he said, "Come up," and that's where they clashed heads. But the reason you didn't see no wrestling from Cody is because he is a wrestler, man. So you haven't even seen it, because he's one of them guys that's working on his stand-up because he's wrestling so good. Yeah. You know, that's what I'm saying. We haven't even seen it because he's supposed to be so good, no one's going to attempt to begin with. So now it's giving him a chance to work on his stand-up, which I feel like he's going to get better and better, especially under Eric Nixit. Yeah. Hey, listen, with time and with the people that he's going to be training around, he's young. He's like 22, 23 or something.
Oh, is it? I thought it was a bit older than that.
Oh, he might actually be. You might have to click on his name, Rimz.
Well, what do you think he's seen?
He might even be up. I think he is young, though. He's young like that.
Him versus Bo.
No, he beats Bo. He beats Bo because of the stand-up. Bo don't wrestle. Bo's not even going to want to wrestle him in that MMA factor-wise, because he hits hard. You can tell you know them guys, he's got big, wide shoulders, bro. So you know them guys inside them clinch, them tight areas where they get rough and tumble, bro. Bo don't want none of that. It happened with the Ridder. It happened, you know what I'm saying? It's happened a couple of times.
Anymore, man. After that Derrida fight, I don't even believe in the wrestling no more. I'll be honest with you, bro. Yeah. Sometimes I only need to see something once to think, nah, you ain't about it, man.
No, it's not. I don't believe in his wrestling. I believe in his wrestling, just not inside the MMA, not inside the octagon.
Yeah, that's more. What's that young boy at bantamweight, the one that paints his nails, the one that you was
Peyton Talib. He's fighting on the Ilya card.
That's a man that, again, I only need to see it once, bro. You get me?
But he's young.
He's young, but he's also done. You get me?
All right, let's move to the next.
All right. Oh, all right. No.
Oh,
Hold on. Before we go on.
Yeah,
Actually, someone else introduce this fight, please.
All right, so we got Alonzo Menefield versus Umar Sai.
Fuck you, you French fucker. Fuck all the French. Fuck you pussies. I don't give a fuck. You all let me down. Benoit Saint Denis, Cyril Guy. I don't give a fuck about you anyway. Kellogg's, all of you, man, bro. I don't give a fuck. Fuck the French. You burn up your city for no reason. You won't burn up this pussy because he lost me money. Only pussy to lose. I had a fucking 10 accumulator. Yeah. Last night I put £3 down. I was going to get £73, but a little nice ting. Everyone come and pop from this pussy. You were 8-1 to win the fight against Alonzo Menefield, who had the pussy clot rate. He's a waste man. He shouldn't even won this fight. No one should have won this fight. Pussy, you are a waste man. You were unbeaten, now you're beaten. Everyone's undefeated. Fucking records getting taken this year, innit? Can't bet on shit.
Man, like Kamru and Hamza coming, but hear this though. Yeah?
I'd just like to say, I'd like to go back to France one day. I am not part of this.
I was gonna say, F the French for £73, bro. For £73, F a whole country, bro. That's a man that wants enemies, man. Damn. I hear it though. I hear it. That's how I'll be feeling when I lose, man.
No, I gotta prove to you, man. No, man.
Well, you just broke your phone, so.
Bro, I had it rolling. I was there. Everything's coming through. I got to a good 40-something pounds. Like, should I cash out? Nah, let it keep running.
Yeah, sometimes you have to let it run, man. Boy.
Nah, man. That one pissed me off, bro. Because he was 8-1. You had to put £8.
I don't know. How many?
To win £1.
How many did you?
I done. So I bet.
Was this? Did you do the main card or?
I done
the whole card.
Yeah. So I'm gonna show
Right,
you
you
now.
got the whole card.
Yeah, I done 10 fights, not the whole card, because I didn't trust Paul Craig, and look what happened with the no contest.
Yeah.
And I didn't do the Phil Rose fight. I didn't trust that either.
Bro, that one was crazy.
Yeah,
That
but
one
look,
came out of nowhere still.
look, I had Ricky Simone. Look,
Yeah, Ricky Simon was in a good fight
Look.
still. Smothered, man.
10. Look, bro, wrapped it.
Yeah.
This guy, and he could have won. You know,
Yeah, you could have.
he could have actually won the fight.
You should have.
He just done. Bro, he pinned Alonzo Menefield on the fence and done nothing for 4 minutes, bro.
Because all Menefield was really doing
No, don't laugh,
spamming.
Greeny. You're not understanding how pissed off I was, bro.
That £73
Bro.
was about to go a long way for Bragz.
Yes, it was, bro.
Yeah, bro, I hear you.
Bro, I'm one of them, man, from £3.
All the way up, all the way up. Dancing, celebrating.
Crazy.
If you could tell me, I give you £3, you give me £73 every day, I'll do that. Would you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'd be asking if we can increase the numbers.
And that's why, oh man, bro, you know why? Benoit Saint Denis let me down as well. That's why I had that little rant. I thought about all the French in it.
That's
and
what
they
that
all
we didn't
fucked
speak
me
about
up. Yeah,
earlier still. Benoit Saint Denis was your guy still. That's actually the bigger one still.
He ain't finished though. He come back and he's like, he ain't finished.
Finish, bro.
He's not finished.
Who's he fighting next?
I don't know. We'll wait and see.
Out the rankings.
Yeah, man, bun this, bro. Because you know how I feel about Alonzo Menefield. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. Let's go straight into the prelims. Fuck Paul Craig as well, because I don't know why you're up kicking, man, when he has both knees on the floor. That
No,
was-
wait. Because Balato hit him with one of these, fam. You know, the one's there, bro. Bro, that man is I've seen GCSE drama. That's GCSE drama. Not even an A-star level, fam. This is a C grade GCSE drama, fam. And I know all about that, fam. You get me? That guy there is a liar. That guy is a liar, but I respect it.
That's what, who should have done? That's what Aljo done, did it?
Aljo did it, but
Who should have done
Anthony
it?
Smith should have done
Yeah,
it.
it's John Jones.
What?
He should have died.
100%.
He would have been a bigger star from now, innit? If Anthony Smith had done that with Jones,
His name
innit?
would have been in history books, bro. The only man that beat John Jones properly, or he wouldn't even be proper.
No, it's still
That's the only way
asterisks.
to beat John Jones. You get me? Asterisks, but you've got the belt. You get me? You've got the belt. No one can ever take that away from you. Your name's in the history
It'd be
books.
2 DQs, realistically.
Yeah, you got to win. Bro, the only way you can beat, man, is if he decides that he needs to go outside the rules just to have fun. You get me? But that's what he should have done still. But yeah, that was just a boring fight. Even the finish was terrible.
Yes, I ain't gonna talk about that.
But let's talk about Malcolm Wellmaker.
Everybody stop.
He is a star to be if he continues to be what we see.
Yeah.
Yeah?
After
That makes sense?
After the first one, I said it. This
Of the
one
last,
confirms
after,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. No, this guy's serious. Wellmaker's proper, man. Wellmaker proper, and I promise you, yeah, they need to. When someone's on a run like that, if they match him well, they could put him in the rankings next time out. If they match him well, still, they put him in there with someone like Cheeto or someone like that.
I'm gonna throw a little water on fire. Yeah, he's good. I'm not even gonna say I rate him still,
He's young.
but he's fighting a pinata, bro.
No, but he fought.
O'Malley. Yeah, he got punched up.
Yeah,
Did you not see that?
Yeah, of course.
Punched up.
Yeah, of course.
Like
No,
literally.
no, but that's what they needed to do to build.
Yeah.
That's-
That's why I'm just saying
That's why I
like.
said
No,
Cheeto.
but off of his last fight as well, you can see he looks like he's got. Sometimes
He's
not
of an ability, like he's
Yeah.
of an ability.
Yeah. Like, I think that's what we're trying to say.
And he's got intangibles that you can't teach. Like he hits super hard.
Yeah.
You
He
see when-
showed, bro,
yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah.
jacked for a
He's-
bantamweight.
I was just gonna say, size
Jack.
for bantamweight is proper. You can put him. I want to see the wrestling. Like we
Yeah,
do have to see the
that's-
wrestling.
yeah,
That's
that's
always
always.
whenever anyone is young, you have to see their wrestling before you can actually speak so highly of them. But in terms of what we see at bantamweight to knock a man out like that, yeah, let's move him up quickly.
Because that's
man.
what happened with Peyton Talbot.
Yeah,
He was knocking
that's
guys
a very
out.
good example.
Then he got wrestle fucked, and we all went, ooh.
I'd say that would be a good fight, you know. Well,
No,
make
no,
a
you
verse
can't-
Talbot.
no,
I know
no,
they.
no,
I know they
no,
know.
too
I know they want.
young. You're not matchmaking.
No, they
forever,
could. Hold on.
brother. Greeny, you would never matchmake for me, bro. You wouldn't. Not on the
Why? Because
youngest.
you see so many good fights that you.
No, too early, bro.
I hear it.
When
No, I
that
hear it. I
happened,
hear it. I hear
You're
it.
gonna kill off my stars. Don't kill them. Like let Talbot, because Talbot's fighting on the Ilya card,
Yeah,
and he has
yeah,
a
yeah.
chance to.
Rebuild.
I
Yeah.
think depends how that goes. If he loses on that card, run it.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
That's a
That's
different.
true.
That's why I just you might be right. What to use Talbot's name?
Yeah, because he kind of got a bit of a name,
Yeah.
but he's losing twice.
No, but
Yeah, run
there's
it.
more risk in that because if you lose 2 in a bounce and then you beat Wellmaker, then now you've lost both of them. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? It's always risky business, isn't it? But no, I really rate Wellmaker. I think he's got star potential as well. I think even on the mic he's quite good.
Yeah.
You get me? He's a little bit Michael Chandler vibes. Like at the end,
That's
I
good.
thought. I don't know. Still, it's
is.
good for the American
That's
market.
what- and that's what-
WWE vibes.
That's what Dana wants.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. But like for me, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really sold on that type of vibe. Like, see you at the top.
No. It's corny as hell. But I'm
Corny,
talking
bro.
about if you're talking about a star to see,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah,
what they
yeah, yeah.
want.
Yeah.
That's what he knows what to do.
Atlanta.
Yeah. That's he's from Atlanta.
Oh yeah. Atlanta, Georgia.
So
Anything else you want to talk about?
Jose. What do you mean?
Oh
what?
yeah.
Oh,
I didn't.
That was not.
I didn't get to see this one.
haven't seen it?
I haven't watched this yet. I haven't watched
He's
this one.
talented.
I'll-
Jose Ochoa.
Yeah,
Ochoa, whatever you want.
Perusian
Ochoa.
MMA. Yeah.
Bro,
I'll go back and watch this.
he
I
is
didn't get to
a
watch
killer.
this.
Bro, his movement from the start of the fight was mad. Bro, he looked like Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Man looked like a kung fu movie, bro. Am I lying? Greeny said, "Did you see that? You see what I put in it, bro? I responded straight. I was watching Greeny, bro. I said, "What?"
And this is a man that don't really respond, you know.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I was like, yes, bro. No, let me tell you. Let me just. The first round, cool. We come up bouncy. He looked good, yeah. But obviously,
Cody
Durden, whatever. He's decent. He's been
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
been
yeah.
at a
Cody's
high level in
decent,
flyweight for a while, yeah. Bro, what was killing me was in between rounds they recorded the corner of Durden, yeah, and the whole corner. They had like 3-4 men in the octagon, all giving them advice. You should do this. You should do that. Do this. Do that. Do this. Do that. 5 seconds later, boom, out cold. Out cold. No need for advice. Ochoa is cold, bro.
Oh.
Cold. And Perusian MMA or Peruvian, whatever. Bro, it's on its way up still.
How can the bell go ding ding? He blew over to his corner, bro, and punched him up and knocked him out within
Like 5-6 seconds,
bro, that was disrespectful. Like, you wouldn't expect that. Like you might do that when in round 1.
Yeah.
You know some people have bursts.
Catch them cold.
They have the burst in round 1. But in round 2, you think you normally come out. You might even do the whole touch.
Yeah.
Bro, man said what? As soon as he said fight, boom, boom. That's just punched. I was like, oh my god.
No need to
It looked
touch
like a
gloves.
movie still.
I'm gonna watch
That
this.
was cold
That's
still.
He's
He looks good still. Flyweight.
Yeah,
With
and
what
that's
they
another
need.
thing. Flyweight's another division that like it's looked thin for a very long time, but actually, if you get Mokaev back in the mix there as well, you've got some really talented stars there. Yeah, Tyra's there, Joshua Van's there. They've got some good talent there, man.
He said sorry as well, Mokaev, innit?
Yeah, he's coming back to the UFC still. That's I was always sold that he's going to be coming back anyway. I was never concerned really there.
Yeah, I think they were
He's
just
so young. He's got nowhere else to go.
Yeah. What about my guy Ricky Simone? He's
Smothered
coming
man.
back.
Smothered man.
Literally done
Have
that.
you seen this one?
Yeah.
How can your name be Smother Man and you're getting smothered, man?
And you're getting smothered, man.
That's bad. That's bad.
No, Ricky done what he needed to do in there, man. You get me? He's trying to do a research thing as well because he had a couple of bad losses still. So I feel like he needs to take his time and if he's trying to rebuild. He's got he's taken down 14 or 15 fighters in the UFC. In each fight. So he's taken that. He's a very good wrestler.
Oh, he's a very good wrestler.
He's
And
a
he hits hard
very
as well.
good. Yeah, and that's why I was sold on him, bro.
Beat Morale.
Bro, this is
But
So
ju-
when you not take the pick, remember I'm trying to get these guys from early, you know.
yeah.
So you remember that. So like when I'm calling, I'm like, bro, I'm seeing the attributes, bro, and I'm like, he seems like he's conditioned. He can wrestle. And he can hit hard. Like, how do you not expect him to not become inside like the top 5 or like with those attributes? It's just I don't.
It's unfortunate because
Yeah.
once upon a time he was good. He's out of the rankings now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's because he cut off the
Yeah, the trim, bro. You can't get rid of the.
What
If
is
you
it?
got long hair,
What is it? No, what's the trim called? Bagley has it.
what the one that's
Oh, the,
neat at the front, party at the back.
What's
Oh,
his
I forgot what it's called.
mohawk? Not
No,
mohawk.
No,
man.
it's not that.
Mullet.
Mullet,
yeah.
the mullet, yeah. If you have a mullet and you're winning, keep the mullet. That's a
mullet.
rule in MMA still, because that's the MMA man's haircut as well. You know,
Yeah.
Mullet
It
man.
slightly hides the ears. You know, the one's there, but yeah, man.
Mullet man.
He went blonde though. Blonde Ricky Simone.
He had to go Super Saiyan for this one.
Yeah.
Phil Rowe, that was another good fight as well. After he was losing the 2 rounds, man. He ain't gonna get far though, man. He's none of these man. Yeah, them man. They're just literally there to be on fights.
What you saying? Another Neil Magny?
Yeah. Not even
No,
that.
no.
Not even below
Not
that.
even
He's
that.
worse. Don't
Yeah,
disrespect
worse.
my guy.
Yeah.
Phil Rose way worse than Neil Magny.
Yeah. Because Phil Rose, he actually punches. You know what he's a bit like Leon in the sense of he don't have enough output. No. I'm talking about you can tell he's got accuracy. You know when he punches, but he tries to be too clean. And sometimes it's like, bro, that's not gonna win you the fight, bro, because you ain't got enough output. You're trying to find man, and my man's just roughing you up in the middle, and he's looking, but he's getting the total strikes up because you're just not having the output.
Good knockout though.
Yeah, good knockout though. Good timing. You could see he was getting tired in it, and then he's just good timing. And then I watched she was just kicking her. She was just teeping.
I didn't watch that.
She just booted her. She just booted her to victory. That was funny, bro. You remember if I showed you the front kicks?
Yeah.
You remember the girl front kicking it as a
yeah.
jab?
Oh,
Remember that? The jab. What?
Have you
No,
seen
tell
that
her.
one?
I sent it to you. The
Little
front,
Asian girl.
little Asian girl that was front kicking with the jab with her foot.
Yeah.
bro.
That's what she was doing.
Oh, is it?
But just teeping her all fight.
Yeah, fairs.
So that was it. But
Little strategy that still.
But that was UFC Fight Night Atlanta wrapped up for you all in one. We'll go over some questions for you now in the chat. Guys, hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, we've got a whole new setup. Rimz, the conductor and the controller, has been conducting and controlling. So you have to give him a shout out. Come on, tell us if this is working. Hit the like button if it's working. You got to let us know. Hit the like button if it's working, man. Come on, man. Help us out, man. And Rimz, what's the first question you have for us?
Someone, was it Khan? It was a bit further back.
Yeah, what's your opinion
What's
on
that?
the Islam versus Ilya fight? Is that what the question
Dream.
was?
Go on. What's that? At the top. Go one more up. One more up. One more up.
Oh,
That one.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hold on.
Rims is okay. There you go.
So we got Islam versus Ilya, my dream fight that never happened. What's your opinion, brother?
Yeah, I think that's everyone's dream fight that won't happen. A bit like the Tom Jones, possibly, innit? Yeah, for me, I always thought that Islam's size would be a big factor in that one, but we need to see Ilya at 155 to have a true opinion there, I think.
Yeah, I think him versus Oliveira will give us a bit more of a clearer picture against how he'll compete against like the top 5 in that division, innit?
Yeah.
I'm not doubting his ability though.
No.
I'm not doubting his ability.
It's just
Against
how-
Oliveira, like
It's how quickly he dispatches
Yeah.
Oliveira.
yeah.
So,
There is gonna be quite a big size difference though.
height differential.
High.
See
Yeah.
Ilya standing next to Raul Jr. and then Ilya, and then him standing next to Oliveira.
Yeah.
Tiny, innit?
Ilya's tiny, man.
Yeah.
He's tiny.
Bro, it don't matter with that. With the technique that he proposes, them things don't matter, bro.
Do you know what? It's the type of fight that he is as well. Yeah, he's gonna push pace and make sure he closes that distance. Once he closes that distance,
You can't move.
your range becomes.
Has to be careful though, because Oliveira's an elbow and knee man still.
Yeah, but bro,
That's true.
But you see, Ilya, he hits so hard. This is the problem. Elbows come from here.
Yeah, I know.
Smaller
The
man
body
giving
shot
you
is gonna
hooks.
be mad.
Ilya giving you
It's
hooks
gonna be
here.
mad.
You
But that's
don't
why he
want
has to be careful with the knees.
Yeah.
that. Yeah, you're right as well.
I think the standing guillotine as well. You know, I just think if he gets in too close,
I don't know
Charles,
if he'll
Ilya's-
stop him. I don't know.
Ilya's-
He's
have you
too
seen
game, bro. He's
No,
too
but I
game.
just-
bro.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, you know that.
Bro.
You know what Bruce Lee says? Be like water.
Yeah,
That's
it.
him.
Have you seen him throw?
That's
Have you seen him
him,
roll?
bro.
Have you seen
That's
him roll?
him,
I see
bro.
like the comment of I see the like with the thing that he posted.
Yeah,
with him doing the
because
flow tree.
he's doing the mad thing.
Brother's doing the mad thing. I was trying to tell everyone this from day. He's the mad
The
thing.
mad things.
You get me? He's the most complete.
Charles
fighter
gotta be
after
careful you
John.
don't sub him, bro.
As I said,
Be careful you don't drop him and sub him up.
because he could do whatever he
He
wants.
could.
But going back to the question, that weren't my dream fight. You said it's everybody's. My dream fight was actually running back Sayuki and still. Sounds crazy, innit? Like, no, bro. With Islam, bro. It was never. Ilya can be out of this. I don't mind seeing Ilya go up, fight Charles, fight whoever he needed to fight prior. I didn't even want to see him fight Islam straight away anyway. I thought that he should go up and fight one fight before getting to that title.
in essence, that's what he's doing, innit? Because obviously,
Because it's not Islam no more. But my dream fight was Sayukian because I really felt like Islam could have lost that belt to Sayukian. That was my biggest, and that would have shook up the world, I think,
but you know what it is.
in a weird way.
Yeah, I hear that, but obviously where it was booked and it hasn't happened, it's like the kind of the fairy tale for that one kind of disappeared for man.
It did, but so is this now. But I'm
Yeah,
talking about dream
kind
fight.
of, yeah. But the thing is that with this fight, I still think there's ways in which it could still happen. Like, for example, if Islam loses against JD and becomes straight back and goes against Ilya, do you know what I mean? Something like that could easily happen.
Arman's the only guy I can see beating Ilya.
That's going to be a good match. 'Cause they're both
Arman's
similar
the
size.
only guy I can see. I'm telling you, bro. Arman's such a problem. You don't forget how athletic this guy is, bro.
Yeah.
He's probably the most athletic out of all. He's so athletic, bro. Like, and he's got conditioning, bro. He can do this thing.
I think
Wrestle for 8. He can wrestle for 10
I
years.
think
You know he can, bro. He just wrestles. That's what he does. That's what he
No
loves.
break, no water.
Yeah, like
I don't know for
Ilya can hurt him and knock him out.
Arman's
Don't
still-
get it twisted. Don't
Yeah.
ever get that twisted. I wouldn't be shocked if Ilya. You know me. I'll just sit there and watch that fight. That's one of them fights. I don't care. Like,
because you know why? Because I watched that Oliveira fight back and I'm like, no, I think Ilya would deal with Arman. You know, for me, I think he would deal with Arman.
but I feel like Ilya would deal with. See, I feel like Islam's out of it. I feel like Arman and Ilya would have the hardest fight out of any of them.
anyone in that division right
Any
now.
of them. When you look at the
I can
size,
hear
how both of them are athletic, they're both. The wrestling will be mad for Ilya. He's gonna have to. That will test his conditioning. You're gonna have to wrestle with him, bro, as well. He's going to wrestle. That's all Arman does. He loves to wrestle and put pace and pressure.
Principal saying Poirier is Ilya's hardest fight.
Ooh, I don't know about
Get
that.
subbed. He'll get taken down and subbed. He'll sub him. He won't. I don't think he will stand with Ilya.
Oh,
Ilya won't stand with Poirier.
Okay.
He'll wrestle him and just sub
Ilya
him.
won't stand with Poirier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
two-
because
yeah, got
Poirier's
hands.
Poirier's got hands.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the
You
one
don't
thing
stand with
I
a
would
man like. There's no point. Just sub him, bro.
say. Yeah.
And then we got what is that? Raheem. He's saying Ilya's gonna make Charles look easy. Which way?
I think so. But again, I'm one of them man that thinks that Charles is a little bit done now. I think like Charles has hit waves in his career. Like he started off quite well, then he hit a couple losses, then he came back and got the
hit
belt.
many losses.
Many losses, came back, got the belt, looked amazing, and he's gone back down again for me.
I think Charles at one point was kind of like a 50-50 fighter, bro.
Yeah.
Then he just went on a mad one.
He had his baby, bro, and he got locked in. He went to the mountain. Like, I think that does happen. Like it's Father's Day. As fathers, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Once your baby come, fam, you go to the mountains. Still, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Try to improve in all ways,
Yeah,
shapes and
yeah,
forms.
Last one, Principal saying thoughts on Francis in UFC this week.
Yeah, because he was wearing the whole UFC gear, come out with Kamru. That was surprising. I'm not gonna lie.
Did
The
you
fact that he
see
was allowed
Eric
in the
Nixon
building.
talking about it?
No,
Him
what's he saying?
potentially returning to. He had a big interview.
Oh, he's coming back, bro. Francis is coming back. Francis is coming back.
I
bro.
said Dana's being ignorant. You might. You know what?
Dana's not controlling this.
Dana's not really, yeah.
Nah, he is still, man.
He's
You have to
controlling
stop saying
it.
that. I didn't like that take from you lot last week. I didn't like that. I
What,
didn't like
you
that take
don't
when you was
think
like Dana's still in control, bro.
Bro, there's no pay-per-view in
is.
September because Dana's working on Terence versus Canelo.
No, that's nothing to do.
No, Dana's in
That's nothing to do,
control, but he's not.
There wouldn't be
he's-
no pay per view because Dana's not. That's.
He's not. He's not.
Bro.
He's not
Of
a.
course, I know
He's not a facing figure. Like he's kind of take. No, not like that. But like,
Backward steps.
bro, look, like there's weeks you're not seeing him about, bro. Like it's not. It's
Facts.
more. What's his name?
Right.
name? Hunter. Yeah, Hunter.
But Hunter's still
Dealing
not-
with certain things,
But
bro,
he did
like-
say he was eventually still good, but he's still doing the main things. The main things, the main call outs, the main fights, the main breaking, the main things you want to see Dana for, he's there still for. Think about it.
Of course.
And he will, of course, if you become busier as he is trying to be, and probably remember if you're trying to blow your business up even more, he probably can't, because you can't be everywhere. You got to be in other meetings and stuff. So you know what I mean. But I still think he's still the main guy. I feel that they still have to sign stuff off with Dana, like the big stuff, like Maynard and that make like and Shelby and Hunter. They make all the like prelims and the. But you see the big stuff they sign off with Dana. They actually ask him like. They don't just make it without him. So they call him still. He's the boss about the big stuff.
So what? You don't think that Francis comes back because of Dana? Because for me, I just don't see it. That
I
way.
agree. No, you made me agree. I'm agreeing with you now. I didn't agree with you before, but now because he's turned up with Kamru Usman,
In the whole UFC merch.
yeah, like because he turned up with Kamru Usman, that made me have insight that maybe it's not as, because if Dana really, he would have been like, no, this man ain't coming in and it, like allow it, bruv. All the, even for like he works for PFL now, boom, boom, boom. But like, I feel like there is a way to bring him back, especially if it keeps Jones around somehow.
Yeah, because I see what Prince is saying there in terms of we're going to see Arsenal versus Garn for the next title fight, and I agree with that. I think that's going to happen soon as well. I think they will strip John Jones, and then I think John Jones probably ends up fighting Francis. Super fight, and then maybe the winner then goes on to fight Aspinall, innit? But yeah, there's a lot of money in that fight, and I think
Jones is not fighting us.
yeah, well, yeah, it probably won't if he beats Francis, innit? But I do think that like Dana knows that there's a little bit. He has to make more money off John Jones. Like if you think that's their biggest in terms of like level of fighter, that's their biggest level of fighter that they've ever had. Yeah.
Ever.
And like if you look at the big money moves they've made for John Jones, there's not been many. Like they haven't, and that's because of John Jones. Like the little career problems he's had in terms of like he's at the top, he goes and runs over a pregnant woman, boom. Then he gets done with a drug thing. Do you know what I'm saying? There's always drama with John Jones, and like I just don't feel like Dana's made the bread that he could have made off of John Jones. So if there's one more potential fighter with Ngannou or with Aspinall, he's gonna want to make it. And if it's not Aspinall, if John Jones is saying I'm not fighting Aspinall, and the next best alternative is Ngannou, which like I said probably makes more money, they're gonna run that.
Yeah. The more that fight comes closer, you know, I'm starting to think Aspinall. I saw.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Too big,
I went back. It's not even a bigness, bro. I just went back to the. Jones too smart about big and all that. It's nothing to do with that. You can't talk about that IQ. Talk about big and that man don't. That's not. the issue. It's just the speed, bro.
Speed's
Yeah, but it's the
crazy.
speed.
When I looked at him the other day against Miocic, yeah, and I was like,
Bro, people were telling you he was looking slow, bro.
But
He
my
looked
whole
slow
point,
against
it's not that. I felt like no, not that he was I felt like he was doing it on purpose, like to see, like just to be in the fight. He knew that Miocic is 42. No matter what you do in here, you're not gonna hurt me, bro. Like, do you understand? Like, I think he was doing it. Remember, that was the first time. And if he finished Miocic in seconds, that he would have 2 heavyweight fights where he's just fucked man up in seconds, bro. That he's never getting a feel out at heavyweight. I think he wanted to bounce around in that's what I might still be wrong, but I'm saying I felt like he was trying to bounce around in the octagon and try and feel himself. You get me? Get a feel for the fight, but nah, he looked slow still. I ain't gonna lie. Some of the reactions, I'm like, he would actually just have to make it a wrestling match with Tom. That's it. I don't think he would want to strike one teep kick and just die for the ankle.
Bro, I think he struggles against Francis, let alone Tom.
No, I think he beats Francis through technique. Technique wins him.
He better go in there and dive with them ankles like his Hamza.
Technique. Francis throws slower than.
Yeah, he does throw slow.
He throws slow, bro.
Bro,
Dangerous though.
Of course he does, but Jones can see that, bro.
I don't know, man.
The wrestling will fucking go on you. You don't know about wrestling.
Raheem's dropped something here. Shout out for the super chat, man. We got Ilya versus Islam that fought Volk the first fight.
The Islam that fought Volk the first fight. Yeah, he gets stopped by Ilya still. Because he couldn't take Volk, he couldn't keep Volk down. Yeah. I think he'd have this. I think he would have similar problems with Ilya.
Probably, yeah.
What are you talking about? Islam.
So if Ilya was to fight the Islam that fought Volk the first time, where he struggled with Volk,
Ilya punched up everyone, though, so it don't really matter.
you think he punched up Islam? Yeah.
Who? Ilya?
Yeah.
Knocks him out, bro.
Ooh.
Knock out Islam. Islam gets hit. Islam's
get
had big balls and like big mouses under his eyes and that. He's had pause for that.
Big balls under his eyes.
Big mouse.
Shout out to you.
But I've seen him get beaten up. He's been beaten up, bro.
He's been
Volk
knocked
touched him
knocked out.
Yeah. He will get hit. Ilya will touch him. He gets knocked out. That's why I was like, I want to see the Saryukian fight because I don't think Saryukian gets knocked out. I think he moves too quick and you get me. He's too scatty, bro. Like it's hard to knock a man out like that. Like moves bare jittery. But
yeah, I don't know, man. I think all these guys look great until they get beat in it.
I hear it. All right.
Ilya ain't unbeatable. I want to know who beats him. Tell me someone now that beats him. Ibs, let me know. Let me know. I need to know, man. Because like, you say he's not unbeatable. Cool. Right now, we're talking about this date, 2025. He is, I believe, unbeatable. I don't think no one. He's too in his prime from age. He's too in his mode. I think he just knows he's him.
I tell you something
right now.
I think
he's too confident. You know what I mean?
I tell you something I think gives him problems in a year's time if he continues on the pace that I'm seeing him. Barmundas, just because he's so much bigger than Ilya, yeah. I feel like and he's got stopping power, so like he can hit him. Do you know what I'm saying? Because of the height differential, bro. You're talking about man that's like 5'6" versus 6'3", bro.
Barmundas can scramble.
Yeah, and he can jiu-jitsu. Yeah.
That'll be a good fight, you know. You're not seeing it yet, but I know.
No.
He's
fighting Fazeev next week.
I know. Bro,
yeah, that's
that's a bad fight, bro. I'm telling you, Fazeev about to get put into the shadow realm. Yeah, like boy, along with
Barmundas is.
I'm just saying, you said the same thing about Jalen Turner.
I know, but Jalen.
No, Jalen Turner's not Barmundas. I'm on the Barmundas thing.
I rate Barmundas. I'm just saying.
I was never on the don't mix it.
Do you know what it is?
I was never on Jalen Turner.
No, but Jalen Turner had the skills. He didn't have the mindset. Barmundas come from the streets, fam. That's what it looks like.
You can see the mindset. He's there to kill a man in there, bro.
He's trying to kill a man.
Yeah.
Like, and it might be Fazeev, bro.
It might be Fazeev.
And they're saying John Silver. I don't know. I like them fighting nerds, but I don't know.
I don't think he beats Ilias, though.
The only one that I'm telling you,
bro.
I still feel like Kai Braulio is the best out of all of them fighting nerds, you know. I still think he's the best. Yeah, bro. I still think he's the best. He's the one that's fought at the highest level thus far. Consistently shown that he's good on the feet, he's good on the ground, he's good in the scrambles, he's good everywhere.
Yeah, he can do everything.
I definitely know that.
Yeah,
I agree with you from that.
Yeah, I think he's.
He don't beat Imavov, and that's the problem. That's the problem, my guy. That's where.
That's
if
a
he
fight
doesn't,
book, you know.
you're right. And if he doesn't beat him,
he's French.
He's Russian.
He's from Dagestan, but he reps the French flag. Real Dagestani man ain't repping no French flag.
He's Russian. I know
Man said that, but then he talked about black man, bro. Nah, man.
I had to save myself, though. Anything when you're throwing, I had to save myself in that moment. Yeah, find any race, fuck race, man. Save yourself. You get me, bro? If it was like The Last of Us out there, I'll kill every black man, bro. I need to save myself.
Hey, what, you watched that?
Yeah.
Cold. I can't lie, season 2's a bit
Meaty,
meaty though.
Meaty, do my sing-along.
Season 2's a bit meaty.
All this sing-along business with the guitar. Like that,
You don't watch that, innit?
What's that?
Last of Us was
You should
cold.
never watch that show. It's about fungus, bro. It's about
Fungus?
It's about a mushroom, bro.
Fungus?
It's about a whole
No,
mushroom.
describe it better than that.
Bro, it's about a mushroom that will infect
crazy.
you. And now you're fried, fam. Now you're walking around like this is the Last of Us.
That is crazy, bro. This is the show
Cut
about
it down.
fungus,
Real quick,
bro.
it's about fungus, bro.
Bro, When you said fungus, I'm thinking David Attenborough watching some fungus grow, bro.
not those,
Like, what are you
man.
talking about?
He only watched it because he heard it was about magic mushrooms.
Yeah.
PlayStation game.
That's-
Yeah, it's based off the PlayStation game, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, let's move on.
Before we move on, though, I just want to quickly. You made a good point. If he beats Imavov, I would say definitely that he's that guy still, because I feel like him and Imavov are on the same level. But I don't think Imavov's better than certain man
Izzy
in that
didn't
way.
think that. Izzy didn't think that.
No, forget Izzy.
Izzy turned down Baralho to fight Imavov,
And look what
and
happened.
then
to
got
him.
smoked.
And smoked. I don't think Baralho wouldn't have knocked him out like that though. That's the problem. Imavov carries that. You see, and again, I'm not saying Baralho can't beat Imavov, because I think he if he's smart enough, like, but Imavov can also beat him as well.
Yeah, but at that top level, I think it's like that most fights.
Yeah, and that's why I think that division's really good.
Yeah. Again, middleweight, like another division that was a bit thin. At the top end of it, there's like 8 guys now that are like levels.
Quickly, if Hamzat beats DDP, does DDP deserve a rematch?
Run back.
Hamza beats DD.
No, I feel like someone like
Yeah.
Baralho jumps in there still.
Nah. Who's he beat? Sean? Izzy? Sean twice?
No, you can't run
I
that,
tell you
innit?
who they're probably gonna give that title shot to if Hamzat wins. RDR, which I don't like.
Yeah.
but if RDR beats Robert Whittaker, bro, like they're gonna fast pace him still.
Hey, Robert Whittaker ranked like 15th now.
Bro, he's ranked 5th. You see
I
what
say
I'm-
fifth.
Bro, he's
No, he's
above
not.
Kyle
He's not.
Baralho.
No,
He's
he's
above.
not.
Pull up the
Pull up
rankings.
rankings. No,
He's
he's
above
not.
Kyle
No,
Baralho.
he's
We
not.
looked at it last
No,
week.
he's not.
He is.
We looked at it last week.
This is why, and you lot still why cuss Whittaker? No, I don't even mean to cuss you because you're a nice guy, bro. But you got
Bro,
too
he's
much
above-
fans. You got
he's
too
above
much
Kyle
fans
Baralho, fam.
that back you for no reason. You do need to understand that, and I'm not being disrespectful, bro. It's just the truth,
No, the rankings are being disrespectful to everyone else.
bro.
Alright. So, what we on now? News. Well, we ain't even really got much news, but I'll throw it out. People can just say.
Yeah.
What we gotta say.
And that's what Prince. Yeah, I know he did. I remember that still.
Early
but
days, though,
early
early
days,
days,
yeah. He's
How
improved.
Strickland was
Yeah, he's improved
on
since
his,
then.
on his rise still.
All right. News. I'm gonna say we got a fight announced. We got Jared Cannonier versus MVP, which is very interesting. MVP staying at 185 right now.
With that style, because it's hands versus feet.
Yeah, I
Hands
think
normally wins, man.
I can't lie. MVP is gonna win that.
You reckon?
I think he's gonna kick him out.
I think it's just
Is it
the
5 rounds?
style of fighting is gonna even actually hold on.
Is it 5 rounds though?
Actually,
Cannonier
no.
does 5 rounds.
You know what? I'm being disrespectful because Cannonier can actually grapple him.
Yeah.
And he's strong.
He's strong.
He's strong.
Real strength.
Yeah, that's mad. Still, actually, I'm being disrespectful.
Mm.
And after what he done to who did he?
His last fight punched
The
man
elbow when he elbowed man's face, or who was it?
Yeah,
It was like last fight. Who was
his
it?
last fight. That's what I can't remember. But his last fight, Costa. No, did he beat Costa?
I don't even remember, man.
Is it Costa he beat up?
I don't know. I feel like Jared Cannonier beats MVP.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
360 in that. So
Yeah.
I just thought about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I hate you as well.
Yeah, I think he will close the distance and he'll
Because
He can put them hands
Cannonier
on
can
him.
take a punch
shot,
as well.
yeah, he can take more than one.
Yeah, I know. So he will close that distance just to grab him still. And I don't think MVP's got enough. 18-8. Yeah, I don't think MVP's got enough wrestling skills to be able to. Rodriguez
Rodriguez,
That
that one
was a good fight.
Yeah, that one.
punched him up.
Only thing
Finished
is
him.
though, Rodriguez is there to be hit as well. You get me? Like MVP is gonna back away. That's the one.
But
Like, it's whether Jared Cannonier can
I
move.
feel like he's just got to grab him once.
Yeah,
I feel like it's that.
because spin man against the cage, innit?
Yeah, I
Even
feel
if
like he's
it's
gonna have
just-
problems closing the range. But I feel like if he grabs him,
Is it 5 rounds?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it 3 or 5?
I don't know yet.
If that's a 3-round fight, MVP. If it's a 5-round fight, I go Cannonier.
Yeah. Facts. Pardon me, that was perfect breakdown.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with. Yeah.
What else is on there?
We got what you brought here, innit?
Apparently, they were gonna cut Jared if he didn't accept the MVP fight. Mad.
What?
Yeah,
No
that's
way. That's that. Where did you hear that? They could never disrespect him like that. No way. What?
That's a
Jared
fu-
won
that's
his
a-
last
That's a
fight.
42-year-old man, bro.
You can't just cut him, but he just won and he's still winning. Like what?
You got some Tony Ferguson madness on going.
Wait, start
So-
that because I see
hold
madness
on.
at the start.
Here we go.
So
He's got
He's
the
calling the ankle pick.
he's got the dummy.
That's the people's shoulder, fam. Man's repping it though.
Bro, he's got no training partners. So,
Would you want to train with Tony Ferguson?
but guys, what is he doing?
No, he's working. He's working stuff. Like, you do this kind of thing on a dummy.
Yeah.
In the MMA gym.
Need to belly and
The first bit was kind of funny.
The
though.
shoulder drop.
That was kind of mad.
The shoulder
That was
drop.
kind of mad. But I understand what he's doing.
But
innit?
who's he fighting for? The GFL got locked off. There's no more
Yeah,
GFL.
yeah.
Who's he fighting for? Look at that. What is that? Man's having sex with it, bro. Man pressed it out, bro. No, he pressed out the bag, bro.
Let me ask you this.
Look, he grabs it in his crotch. I swear he does that in a minute. Look, rubbing up on it. Look, he can't even move his neck how he used to. You know when the Arman does the turtle for his neck?
Yeah,
Look.
but he shouldn't be doing that either, fam. That's a man that broke his neck, fam. Let me ask you, who is more fried right now, yeah? Tony Ferguson or BJ Penn?
Oh, BJ.
You seen the BJ Penn stuff, yeah?
That's a sad story still.
Bro,
Or Nick
four
Diaz.
times arrested in the week. Yeah, the Nick Diaz one's crazy.
Nick Diaz is, I'm hearing that he's in a mental
No,
Mexico
drug rehab, I swear.
drug rehab.
Man
Mexico.
said his missus said his family kidnapped
In
him.
Mexico.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mexico,
bro.
and he's tried to run back across or something, and they
Yeah.
keep bringing him back like twice.
But you know that guy will swim. If he if he gets lost and he ends up on a beach, that man will swim home, fam. And he knows the way, bro. Man's done that swim a couple times.
But yeah, because
Yeah, that's mad.
that's
Ooh,
a crazy,
bro. But that's the sad part of the sport, man.
And Nick's, I haven't seen Nate say anything about it or anything. You know, they keep
He's
that in
probably
the
one that
house.
kidnapped him. You know the ones there, fam.
Yeah, man, it's sad if that's really going on with Nick, man, because
That's
he's
Yeah.
he's a UFC like god.
Oh,
like,
well,
he's a
him
fan
and
favourite.
BJ Penn, bro.
Yeah, they're both.
You know what I'm saying,
UFC
bro? The
gods.
BJ Penn one's mad because he's just saying, raw, like, you're not even my family, fam. You know that, innit?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Man saying his family's not his family, and they've arrested him 4 times this week, bro. 4 times in a week.
This week,
In a week. 4 times.
like all different stuff.
Firstly, because he was, I think, the first 2 times was like threatening people in the yard and whatnot, like his mum and that. Then they arrested him. Then they've pulled him. They've given him like you got to stay away from these people, and he's broke it twice. So yeah, it's not.
God,
it's
yeah, he's
not
mental.
good, man.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
good, man. It's not good at all.
Because he seems like one of the nicest guys. Remember when he used to speak BJ? Penn and
Yeah,
all that
bro.
back
But you
in the
take
day?
too many punches to the head, fam. Bad stuff happens, bro.
Right, we're getting into next week's card.
Yes, we are.
So, next week's card. Headlines, fight nights, continue worse. Yeah, it's not actually a bad month for fighting when you look at it. You know?
This is the best month of the year so far.
Yeah, this is
But
actually a
yeah,
good month for fighting.
It's a good
when you-
main event. It's a good main.
It's good time for us as well, you know. It's 8 o'clock thing.
So, we're talking UFC Fight Night. We are in the Crystal Hall, Baku, Azerbaijan. Okay, we're not even in the country.
Where is it? It's Baku, yeah. Okay.
What? Why are we there?
Azerbaijan.
Bro, you know they're trying to break into new territories, man. I don't know why they break.
That is
taking
an
this
odd
fight.
place,
It's
bro.
Azerbaijan.
That is odd.
That's when you find them random fighters, bro, with them mad hats.
That's why Fiziv's on there. I see it now.
Yeah.
That's Azerbaijan, bro. I didn't ever realize that.
So they are fighting. I don't think they've ever fought there before. If they have, I
No, I
don't
don't
know.
think they
But
have.
this will be interesting to find out how this is all set up. But we have the 4th ranked light heavyweight Jamal Hill, and he is fighting the 7th ranked Khalil Rountree.
This fight's been booked. What? This is the 3rd time now, I swear.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I'm interested to see what Khalil Rountree looks like after his last one, because his last one was Pereira, no? Where he kind of got mashed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Rountree has these performances where he looks really good. He'll look really good for 2 or 3 fights in a row, then he'll have a really bad performance. That's always been his problem. In my opinion, he looked really good in the Pereira fight, even though he got punched up. Like there were times when he looked quite good.
Yeah.
And what that begs me to think is that he's probably going to have he's due a bad performance. And if that comes against Jamal Hill, it will make Jamal Hill look great. Because Khalil Rountree's coming off of being like in a close fight with what they consider a close fight with Pereira, even though he got punched up. So I'm going to go with Jamal Hill, even though Rountree's my guy.
Got that all wrong. You've got that all wrong, man. Khalil Rountree's gonna knock him out still.
Knock him out though.
It's gonna hurt him, man. Jamal Hill's been hurt too much lately.
I hear it.
Jamal Hill's.
Yeah, and Khalil hits hard, bro.
He does.
And I just think Jamal Hill had that one moment because it was his moment where he was placed in the right position at the right time to have that, but he was never really that guy. I'm just being honest. He has good moments in the fight, you know. His striking looks clean at times and
At
that,
times.
but it's just not good enough. And then you're not good at just switching it up when you need to. He will get stubborn on that. Sometimes it's like, go for the takedown there. Like you could see and you could control the round. Do you know what I mean?
doesn't like
then
to-
that's what I'm saying. I
doesn't
don't
like
care
to
what
use
you
that.
like, bro, because you're losing. How am I trusting you? You know what I'm saying? How am I trusting a man like that? I don't like to. Bro, this is a fighting game. This is not vacation. I like to go and... No, bro, you need to do what you need to do to win.
But do you not think Khalil Rountree is a bit too up and down? I know Jamal Hill is as well,
You're right. But you see what it is? Khalil fights at a pace that I feel like Jamal likes to be a bit more standoffish. So Jamal likes to fight a bit more like Jamal don't fight at a crazy pace.
Bro,
Where he
Khalil
comes
Rountree
forward.
doesn't really fight at a high pace, you know. He's been forced to in recent times. He
Bro,
doesn't
the
like.
Pereira fight. He fought at a crazy pace, and
But-
he fought that. He's the one that made that pace happen. It wasn't Pereira. Pereira don't fight at a crazy pace. He fights at a nice steady pace. He's steady, bounce in, out, leg kick, head, that. He fights like more like Buckley explosions, but more consistently.
I like what your boy just said because I was going to raise this. The one thing that worries me with Jamal Hill is that leg kick that Khalil Rountree throws because he is flat-footed.
That's
Yeah,
what I was just
yeah,
about
that
to
is
say.
a-
That's what I was just
yeah,
saying.
okay,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I was literally just bringing up.
I do agree with that. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a valid point. Because he does have good striking.
Yeah, I said that.
Rountree
Good
does have
hands.
good striking.
Rountree, yeah, he's cold striking.
No, Rountree.
Oh,
yeah, Rountree.
yeah.
As,
And
a, as a Muay Thai fighter,
Muay Thai,
he's
yeah.
got, yeah.
And Hill. And
Hill,
Hill.
Hill does have
He
good
does.
boxing. Yeah,
he has good boxing, bro.
yeah,
He has good boxing. When he catches you,
Good boxing.
yeah. But he's too flat-footed. He don't move enough. And like I said, sometimes there's a close round with him. It's like, just take him. It was a perfect time for you to like pin him up, take him down, and control the round. But then he'll keep boxing out of ego, just to be like, I'll punch you up. I'll like typical Mandem type of thing. Do you know what I mean? When it's like, forget that.
Stupid, innit?
Yeah, forget all of that. Do what you need to do to win the round. And I don't trust him in that way. So I have to go clear Rountree. And I'm gonna go knockout. 5 rounds, I'll go knockout. And I'm gonna go like round 2 or 3.
Oh, early.
Yeah, it don't happen late.
I'm
Khalil will lose if it goes 5 rounds.
I think I'm decisioning Khalil. on this
Are
one.
you?
Yeah.
Over 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Don't
I
like
think
that.
Jamal wins over 5.
The pace. Khalil.
Khalil
Oh, I can
dies.
see Khalil
That's why I said
burning out.
knockout. Yeah, that's why I go knockout early, like 2 or 3.
I'm
But
gonna go,
Jamal don't fight at a high pace though. That's why I think he might be able to
That's
maybe.
what
keep it.
basic.
Yeah, like Jamal don't fight at a pressuring pace like that, innit?
Yeah. No, I don't think the pace is going to be very high in that
But
fight.
Khalil might then turn it up and burn himself out.
Mm.
Imagine he turns it up and then burns himself out, like going into the 4th and 5th, because he's just trying to get him out of there. And then, because Jamal is kind of tough. He can take a shot.
Yeah,
as
he
well.
can.
He can take a shot.
Bro, man is super tough, bro. He had his arm broken, was
Yeah.
ready to still fight, fam.
Yeah.
That's a tough brother, fam.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going Jamal Hill 5th round knockout. I think he might stop Rountree.
late. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that as well. I don't think he does it early though.
No,
Hill.
no, I don't see that. If
think
it
he
gets
does.
stopped early, I agree. Rountree will
Yeah.
stop him. Yeah. Like a left hook or something coming up, like a low kick, left hook, bomb.
There was a point where Jamal was knocking guys out like
Yeah.
fast though.
Yeah, that's true.
There was a
That's
point
how he
where
got to the
was-
title.
Yeah.
Shit, contender and become
Roundtree's tough as well, though, man. Like, bro, he got
Can't
hit with
hit-
by
yeah.
Pereira a lot of
lot
times.
Yeah.
of times, bro.
Yeah, he did.
More than Hill.
Yeah. But that's a fun. I'll be honest, that's a fun fight still. Like that's for me, that's a well matched fight still.
Alright.
Been
All right.
towards that one for a minute.
Next fight, very interesting fight. Lightweight bout, probably be the fight everybody wants to see. Everyone, it's gonna be electric, guys. We have the 11th ranked. The guy that we thought should have moved down to featherweight, stayed at lightweight. Rafael Fiziev, and he is fighting. Go on, Greeny.
Barmunders, the nightmare. I don't even know what else to call him, bro. Can you imagine this is your homecoming, the first time they're fighting in your country, Azerbaijan, and this is the man they match you with, bro? That's wrong, fam. Bro, how tall is Physique? Like 5'5", 5'6"?
The level of disrespect, bro.
I forgot I got these. But I forgot I got these buttons.
Got the
man.
buttons. Bro, I
That's
can't,
how
yeah,
this
Barmunders is a tough one. Still. That's a tough
Oh,
one.
he's getting to get pieced.
Oh.
up, bro.
Oh,
Like,
and early doors as well, because it's just
One
one or two
has to
round
fight
man.
with range.
it's the
He
range.
knows how to fight with it as well. You know, some men have it, but they don't use it.
Yeah.
He knows how to.
Range, Fazier's too small, fam, for this
Front
weight,
kick to
bro.
the chin or
And they
something.
give you the lankiest guy in the division, like. Yeah,
And it's not even just lanky. He's powerful.
Yeah, he can knock
he's
you out.
dynamic. He's explode like everything.
Got
Like,
jiu-jitsu, can wrestle,
Yeah.
can scramble,
Yeah,
can clinch. Bro.
yeah, I can see him shooting like a front kick through the guard and just knocking man out. Still,
Yeah, Fazeev,
He's gonna stop
featherweight, potential champion.
Yeah.
Lightweight, nah.
Bro. And the weight cut's gonna kill him against someone like Barramundes. It's gonna kill him, bro. It already kills him, the weight cuts.
South America, there's a bit of heat coming from South America at the moment because Brazil's back on the map.
Yeah,
Peru's there.
yeah.
Chile got a couple guys. Like, yeah, these guys are.
Rafael Fazeev struggles with weight cuts, just genuinely.
That's
can
why he
tell.
can't go down. That's the
Cardio, you
problem.
can see he has cardio problems. Even
Do you know
at
what it
that
is?
weight, you can see.
Yeah,
He's just got muscle.
Yeah,
That's
that's
yeah,
what I'm
oh,
saying.
yeah.
Jacked.
When I saw him, I'm like, yeah, he's just like a mini tank. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's a step up in competition, but
What you going with? Knockout?
yeah. First round. Barmunder's first round. And he's the type of guy that if he hurts him, he might sub him. You know the ones there?
I don't think it's first round.
Bro, he's a one
No,
round
Fazeev
fighter,
is
bro.
that tough, bro. No, he's not.
One
you
and
got-
started second, bro. After the start of the second, we ain't really
Fazeev-
seen Barmunders after
Yeah, but
the
Fazeev
start
don't
of the
get
second
knocked
round.
out like that now.
Yeah,
It's not
to
going
get
like-
knocked out is
Th-
crazy.
Just to knock Fazeev out like that. Like, and I know you're hype on Barramundes, so man.
Yeah,
so
that's
I'm
why I
not
have
trying
to, I
me.
have to
Say,
back my boy. You see me?
say
What
me,
am I gonna
you know,
say?
we've been on the same. We like we're on Barramundes. Pause, not like that, but we respect him highly. But I'm saying to you, you put a bit of respect on Fazeev's name now. He thought Gaethje didn't get knocked out like that either.
But I'm saying Barmunders fries Gaethje as well, bro.
Like, yeah, I know, but Gaethje hits hard as well.
I think it's a different. Do you know what it is with Gaethje? He's got like them one hit or quitter punches. Barmunders
Flurry.
is gonna throw a punch
Flurry.
and lead it to an elbow, which is gonna lead to a high kick.
yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying?
He
It's like
throws
it's different.
flurries.
And every single one of those punches or elbows or knees or kicks could knock you out.
Good.
But man's actually hit you with 4 of them.
Like, good, varied combinations.
Your
Yeah.
boy just click on Barramundes' name. up
And
there.
and he's coming with that. And
Look at
my
his
thing
name.
is the height difference, bro.
I just want to quickly see. Go to his few fight history.
He
go
ain't
down.
fought great
Yeah,
level of
yeah, 'cause
opposition.
His
yet.
last fight was Turner,
Really?
Torres.
and then Torres was a good fight. That was the fight, bro. Because Torres is good, Manuel Torres.
Yeah.
That was the fight.
Not fought anyone of Fazeev's level, but
But then what is Faziv's
What?
level though? Like
Yeah.
go click on Faziv.
I rate him more than
Yeah.
I rate.
We rate him
No, you're
because
right
at one
though,
point
because
he was on
looking,
the come up.
yeah, for real.
But
But you gotta
actually,
be
when
real.
he got to the level that he lost Gamrot, he's lost against.
Yeah,
Gaethje's
Gaethje
lost against
twice.
twice. Bro, he's on
Been
a
a little
4-fight
fighting
losing, a
streak.
3-fight losing streak, bro.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
He
Okay,
beat
he beat
RDA, who
RDA.
cares when he's old,
Come
and
on,
they're the
man.
same height.
That's probably his best win. Go further down. Who's the else he got on there? Bobby
Riddell.
Brad Riddell.
Brad
Bobby
Riddell.
Green.
Yeah, no one cares.
Moicano before Moicano was Moicano. Mark
Mark
DeCasey. Shout out to Fazeev, man. Shout out to Fazeev, bro. Bro, it's funny.
Shout
'cause
out to Manuel Cape.
they've had to really
Shout
lower.
out.
They've had
Yeah, shout out to Manuel Cape.
shout out to
Yeah.
Manuel Cape. They had to really lower Barmunders' picture there to have them stand at the same size.
Yeah.
That's funny still.
Well, we all got Barramundes knockout. We all got knockout. Are we all going knockout? If he does knock him out, I'll say it's later on though when
I'm
he's
not.
tied.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
Decision.
Decision.
That's a smart thing.
Barmundes winning first, winning second. Fazeev wins the third.
Yeah.
Third round.
I can see that happening. That kind of
Is he
happened with
burned?
Gaethje.
Is
innit?
that
That kind of happened with Gaethje.
No, but
recently.
Barramundes got a real gas tank. He could easily do 5.
You think?
I don't think he's shown that yet. You
We
know?
haven't seen that though.
No, I don't need to see it. I can see by the way he fights. Like sometimes if you can just see the bro, he just fights at such a high pace, bro. When he comes, you don't even want the stool. Man's one of them man that just up like you know what I'm saying.
He ain't gonna
Like-
need the stool.
All right, cool. Next fight, heavyweight bout, 5th rank, Curtis Blades fighting Rizan Kuniev.
Don't know.
Kunev. I think it's Kunev.
Got that Russian flag next to his name though.
Kuniev.
Kuniev.
It looks like
Yeah.
what do you call it? Kiev.
What?
Huh?
No, I think it's Kuniev.
Kuniev. Yeah.
I've
Might
not
be
seen.
Kuniev.
I've not seen. I can't say I've seen him. Still.
Either have I, but he's not the favorite. Curtis Blades is the favorite in this fight. Can you click on Kuniev quickly?
Curtis Blades is a slag.
I don't think I've seen him.
cooked at this point, man.
No,
Is that contender series?
Yeah.
guys? Then I'm. You know what I'm going.
He can't contend the series.
100%.
He hasn't got that.
If this is his first fight of
What is it,
Contender
12?
Series, that's a tough.
And they're giving him
That's
blades.
a tough
12
fight
and 2.
still.
That's because there's no
Heavyweight
heavyweight.
is actually a dead division.
Dead.
So dead, man. I don't even care, bro.
Where is that? A five next to Curtis Blade's name, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's a cook division.
I'm just gonna go. I'm going with Curtis Blades, man. I can't do that, man.
You think?
I'm going too disrespectful to go.
It's mad disrespectful still.
It is.
Let me go with the experience, man. I keep doing that, and somebody's experience. Look at Usman, Pantoja.
But
We've done it too much. Rose,
don't forget.
Zhang, Suarez and Zhang.
Yeah.
We've done it too
What's
much.
my man's name? Oh, what's his name, bro?
Who?
The heavyweight.
The young one,
Sergey.
the Brazilian brother.
Yeah.
Oh, Almeida.
Oh.
Not
No,
Almeida.
not Almeida, not Jalton.
The other big guy, the one that lost
Teixeira.
recently.
Teixeira.
The one that
Oh,
He's from
He's fighting Derek Lewis.
Contender Series. They pushed him kind
Yeah, they're pushing him quick. Still.
Yeah, but that's because he's getting the job done, isn't it?
Yeah, but it might be
Wouldn't
the
have to
same
say.
thing.
So my man, bro.
Might
he's
be
got
the same
Russian
thing.
fight
But
next to his name,
who
you know?
did he fight? Curtis is at least a
Who did
good
Teixeira
wrestler
fight?
at that
Teixeira
kind.
fought,
He fought someone
didn't
decent.
he fight Anthony Smith? No.
No, it wasn't Anthony Smith.
That's a light heavy.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Who's
Divac?
No, Tabora?
Master
Tabora is decent. Tabora is
10th
decent.
ranked, I think at the time. Yeah.
He's not better than Tabora's not better than
No, not.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
But
but
decent
Curtis
level.
Blades is old as well, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Old, bro.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
42, something like that.
42?
I think so, bro. I think he's getting. Click
No
on-
way he's that old.
Nah,
Bro, I
bro,
think
we-
he's old, bro.
No
I
way
don't
he's
think
that
he's
old.
like-
He ain't
like
that old.
38 or
Like,
something.
38? I even think 38 is a stretch.
You reckon?
Yeah, I don't think he's that old, bro.
Bro, I thought he was old, man.
No, he's not, bro. He's not that old.
Maybe 35.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro, that's young. If he's 35 at heavyweight.
34.
34.
Yeah, 34. Yeah.
Damn. Boy, he should be winning this fight then. He should be winning this
I
fight.
said 42. Man, put
That's
bare,
crazy.
Man put bare age on him, bro. Man just wrote him off because his performance is in the octagon.
He looks
Man,
old.
just-
He looks tired, man. He looks tired.
All right, well, we're going to have to see. It'll be interesting. I'm going Curtis Blades. I'm not going to write off the old fella.
Curtis
Yeah.
plays a good shot. There
Yeah. Next fight, we have another guy from, there's a couple Azerbaijan fighters. Tokiev Muksif. I can't say that. I am not saying Musayev. Yeah, you might be right there. Musayev just spelled it differently. And he's fighting, my man. He's a problem, all blood.
Just like the Minotaur.
Yeah. He's a problem.
You know when you say someone looks like the Minotaur, that is mad. It's accurate though. It's proper accurate still, but you look like half man, half beast. Crazy talk, man.
That's like fight for the dusty lands.
Yeah.
They're both from the Duster lands. You know the mountain lands. This man doesn't fight for the mountains, bro. Like this is gonna be interesting. I haven't seen Musayev
Musayev,
fight, so we can't really speak too much. But we know he's good.
He's good,
Or what's his name? Or Blanc? What did he say again? Or Bio? Or Bio? Or Bayi?
Oro Bai.
You just don't say it.
You
Fam.
just don't say it at all.
Just say Minotaur, bro.
Right, we'll move on to the next fight. This is a couple lightweight fights. These are bare dingers are fighting.
Yeah.
Lightweight bout. Nazim Sudakov. He's good. Sadakov's good.
Motto's good as well. Motto's good. He was at
Motto,
he was at
yeah.
Bangtown still when I was there.
Is
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he
like
changed there generally.
What was it?
I think so. 'Cause he was there quite well. He was there as long as
I don't think he beat Sudakov. So Sadakov's good, bro.
It's gonna be a close fight. This one. Motta hits quite hard as well, you know.
Yeah, but Sadakov's so controlled, bro. He's such a good controlled fighter.
He's a good fighter.
Good fighter, man.
But Motto's good as well.
Not Sadakov good. I don't think he's Sadakov. He's good. I know what you mean, but I actually rate Nazim still.
Sadikov is fights out of what is it? Ray Longo.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Oh, is it?
I think so. He's like, yeah, I think so.
He has potential
Uh,
at lightweight.
yeah.
This is again lightweight. It's the resurgence, man. You know what I'm saying?
Getting some of these guys in. So
Yeah, a couple of these guys need to get into the rankings quickly, man.
Last fight on the card, featherweight bout. We have Mohammed Naimov versus Brogan Grad.
Naimov, I can't remember his last fight, but he looked pretty decent in his last fight.
He's a decent fighter still.
Good little grappler.
He's fought a couple of decent people. He fought Nathaniel Wood.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was the fight I'm thinking of. But that is he? Is it Growl? It's
Grad.
Bro.
Grad.
He's solid still. He's very. I can't remember what fight I've seen him in, but I remember looking at him thinking, "Oh, this guy's got
Potential.
talent still." Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if he beats up name of there still.
Can't remember. I don't know half
Name
these
of the
niggas
cheater,
on
innit?
his card.
Name of the cheater.
Half the
innit?
names on his card.
When he fought Nathaniel Wood, he kicked him in the balls about 4
Yeah,
times,
yeah.
poked him in the eye twice.
Yeah,
like,
he's a bit of a dirty
pulled the
fighter.
shorts
So.
and them thing there. Yeah,
Yeah.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, man.
Yeah, right.
Let's quickly go over the prelims.
This is, by the way, this is 8 o'clock. You know,
Yeah, that's nice.
this is a good one still.
Early.
Man, they should pull up, man. What we saying? If everyone's free.
Seeing it. It's not hard that makes me want to come in here and watch
Is
it.
it?
But if not just the top, just the two fights.
It's the bar.
You know what I mean? Yeah, just the two fights.
We were gonna be.
If I ain't got
watching
nothing planned, I'm just
Yeah,
sitting
we-
there fucking. Innit?
If we ain't got nothing planned,
Yeah, we'll see innit.
I'm
I'm rating Umbom. I'm rating Umbom Elliot though.
Elliot,
I rated
yeah?
Umbom Elliot
Are
still.
you?
I'm rating him.
I was gonna actually ask you about him. You actually rate him?
Yeah, I rate him. I
Yeah.
rate him. I
Is
rate
it?
him.
You think he can do well at welterweight? Not like that, but like do well to get into the rankings.
I think he
like
could
this?
potentially get ranked still,
think
but
so?
I need to.
Bro, he's
I
fighting
need
a
to
man.
see a bit more. He's from
Contender series.
It's either Contender Series or Road for UFC. One of
Bro,
the
he's
two.
fighting a man whose last name is KO, fam. Like, what are we doing here, bro? He's gonna knock him out, fam.
You don't know if that means he KOs or gets KO'd.
Bro, if he's in the UFC, that means he's
one
about to knock a
professional
man.
win. He's got one professional win, you know.
What? Nah, the record ain't right, innit?
That's
Must
a
be
road to
good,
UFC vibe, man.
You get me?
Ishmael.
Who else we got?
Oh, Park.
Parks.
Park.
He's good. He's
Just
good.
nice,
He's
Iron
good.
Hurdle.
Couple of
Skip.
girls. Melissa.
Skip.
Nothing else looking interesting.
Hamdi.
Oh, I want to see the Kazakhstani brother.
Usman's brother. He's dead.
Oh yeah, he's.
Is that actually Usman's older brother?
Yeah, younger.
Younger,
brother.
younger.
He's so bad.
He's
bro.
the younger one. Why does he
Yeah.
look older than him?
Because
Just
he's bigger,
bigger.
innit? He's much bigger still. He fought on UFC Tough, innit? He was on
Yeah,
Tough.
he was on Tough.
One
Yeah.
of the worst series of Tough ever.
Yeah, that was dead, man.
No, that one was a bad series, bro.
Well, guys, if you're still in the chat and you haven't hit that like button, do us a favor and hit that like button.
Por favor.
You know what it is. Tell a friend to subscribe. You know we appreciate you. Shout out to everyone that's come into the chat today. You know it was another great. This should be the best month for fights. I think this is the best month for fights so far. From Usman, who did we have earlier on? Who was the earlier pay per view? Sean Marab.
That's that, bro.
Usman.
The pay-per-views this year have been meaty, man.
Yeah.
I can't lie to you. I'm rating boxing so far, kind of this year.
Been said it.
Kinda rating in comparison so far.
What have you watched that hyped in boxing?
I feel like the matchmaking's been pretty good. Like the fight results might not. have been
Sticking it on
the
you
best.
again. Tell me 5 fights that you've.
What names? That was like before watching them.
Hold on, give me 5 UFC fights you can remember from this year that you felt they're bloody good fights. Those ones.
I'll do that in a minute. But I want to hear the 5 boxing ones.
Are we talking about the matchups that I
What
liked?
do you think? There's better. The UFC's on each week, so that's way more easier for me.
Are we talking about the matchups that I liked or the result of the fight, like the outcome? The matchup,
Great
matchups, great fight.
It is a fight though. You could have a great matchup, but if it's a bad fight, then what's the point? Do you get what I'm saying as well? That's why.
I hear what you're
that's
saying.
why UFC always wins because
But
there's so much of it.
that's what I was just gonna say, because like you're
Yeah.
always getting, so there's always gonna be a fight that's
Yeah.
good, even if you don't
Yeah,
rate the
that's
name.
my point though. That's my point where it can. That's why I said it could
But
never
I'm saying,
win. That's why I was like,
I'm saying boxing's
yeah,
been
that's
putting
what-
together better
Okay.
names, matchmaking. Like the matchmaking's been like higher caliber. That I'm seeing in
You
boxing
banked
this
some
year.
thingy.
That
obviously.
was
fight
the
of the year,
best
fight.
boxing
That's been
fight this
this
year.
year, 100%.
Yeah.
When we do fight of the year, at the end of the year, when we say, I think we need to have all combat sports. What was the fight of the year?
Nah, it won't
Is
be
that
none
the
of them.
moment?
It will be one championship. Some mad
At the
gnarly,
moment,
deep,
that
crazy.
Ben
Did you
fight.
see Ondash?
I didn't see it. I
know
didn't
about
see it.
Ondash?
I know Ondash. I'm not Ondash.
Brother, punch man up in brother. He is, bro. He's lightning, you know.
Aye.
Bro, Ondash is a problem. No, it would be someone in one.
I'm
Yeah, it's
telling you,
kickboxing,
so
much.
kickboxing fights.
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
I promise you, the kickboxing fight at DFC was, bro. It's for the southern area. They're gonna run it back for the English title. That's how good the fight was.
Is it?
Yeah, it was a proper good fight.
fight
Still,
still.
back and forth.
It was a good fight.
Did the right person win?
It was a
It
draw.
was a draw in the end.
Both man had knockdowns. Both man had illegal shots. Like everything that you could want from a fight was there. You get me?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Proper good fights.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so guys, you don't know what to do.
Hold on. 5 UFC fights.
That was great. Great or good matchup.
Great fights.
Five great fights that were great this year. I'd say.
Buckley Usman. Buckley Usman.
You can put that in there if you want to.
You're gonna have to, I think. I don't think that you can find 5 really good fights from this year. I'll be honest.
JDM, Bilal.
That was a good. There's been good fights. There's always gonna be good. It's just I think what we're doing here is reversing it. There's good fights always in the UFC. It's just the matchmaking is what we're struggling with. That's what we're struggling with over here.
This is
the fighting's always going to be better.
You got to remember,
there's too much UFC.
Yeah, we would have had Ilya versus Arman. That got pulled. Yeah. We end up with Islam versus Moicano. Do you know what I'm saying? It's completely different tiers in terms of what fights we want to watch. So I think that's been the problem with UFC this year. Like the fact that they've not been able to put on shows where you've got your 2 elite fighters at the top of them because of pull-outs and stuff like that. Whereas with boxing at the moment, they've managed to keep a lot of the fights as they are. Do you know what I mean? Like we're still gonna see. Bear in mind, Usyk versus Dubois this month.
Oh yeah.
Or next month, whenever it is.
Next month.
We got Crawford and Canelo.
I'm actually interested in Itama versus White. You know,
that's gonna be.
I'm actually kind of interested.
It's gonna be a good fight. We're gonna get to see how good Itama is. And again, Itama. Yeah, let me quickly speak about Itama. Yeah, because that fight there, because that's something we haven't spoken about, innit? Itama and Dillian White, because that's a really good fight that they've booked.
Yeah.
Dillian's obviously slightly over the hill. Like everyone, that's clear to be seen.
Yeah.
But Itama, the thing I've always said about him is I'm not too sure if his size is going to be a problem once he gets to the top end of the division. Because even though he moves fantastically well, he hits very hard, he puts his punches together in combinations, his defense has looked really good thus far. We haven't seen him been hit really in a professional fight. I'm hoping Dillian does that because then we get to see how he reacts. But he's going to run through Dillian most probably. But then where does he go from there?
Well, he's in with the big boys, isn't it?
I worry that they might push him a little bit too much.
Rountree and big boys. Because if that was me, you know, would have pulls me up.
No, but that's you're the type of brother that'd be like, he
big
put
boys,
balls on
not
his face. He's gonna put
childish.
his 2 big paws all over his body. Like, that's the type of weird stuff you say. His balls all over his eyes. My thing is, I worry that they're gonna push him because if they pushed him a little bit sooner, he could have still broken Mike Tyson's record to get the belt. Once he hasn't done that, slow him down. You don't need to break. There's no record to break now. Just slow down. You got years to go and get the belts, bro. Like
who's he with?
With Frank. Once Usyk and Dubois happens, all of the belts disband.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be a lot of belts out there for grabs.
Yeah, Warren should actually, because he's got the brass still, and he can push that. Yeah, he doesn't need to
throw him out too
quick.
Like, there's another good fight. David Adelaide's fighting Hrgovic. Like again, if David Adelaide gets through that, where does he go? Do you know what I'm saying?
Adelaide is fighting Hrgovic.
Yeah, but he's gonna punch up Hrgovic. Hrgovic ain't that good, bro. We got sold on Hrgovic.
He got exposed.
Yeah, he's not that good, man. He's not that good. Like he doesn't hit hard enough at heavyweight to knock like these decent level of opposition. But once David Adelaide beats him, where does he go? That's world level now, and you ain't world level. So then you know what I mean. I think they need to slow some of these British prospects down a little bit. Otherwise, you find holes in the game too quickly.
Oh, I hear it. Right, guys, that is it from us this week. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. Here's my followers then. Bilal's new YouTube channel. What new YouTube channel?
Is that the one that was putting up in the comments last week, fam?
What new YouTube channel, bro? Hey,
everyone forgot that channel, fam.
You get me? But I had to double check if that was it weren't. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if you like the new setup. If not, get me spin it back. But you get me. We need to see what you're saying.
And let us know if you want us to pull up next week, man.
Yeah. All right. People, them.
Salute.
We out.